Hello and welcome back everybody to Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. This is me Lucifer and this is the Valorant tournament for all the colleges where we look forward to rising teams and rising stars. And today is day 7, and today again, just like the 6 days of tournament we had, the matches that we had, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bang on performance that we'll be witnessing, because throughout the 6 days that we have seen, yes, it was kind of one-sided matches, but we have lately been seeing a lot of comeback matches also coming through, teams putting up a lot of efforts in their team synergy, their communication, the use of utilities. So I'm looking forward to the same kind of plays heading into day 7 today, because I'm pretty sure with the group stages that we are in right now, all the teams are looking forward to grow, learn and get better, because at this point of the tournament, not all the teams have met each other. Yes, they are in group stages, they are still playing in their specific groups, but still that does not mean that they are the best. There is a lot of fight that they need to put forward before they understand they are one of the college top teams to grab the first prize. But before that, we'll be heading rightly into the prize pool so that we give you an idea about what the colleges are looking forward to grab. The total prize pool for the tournament will be 5 lakhs, but for Valorant right now, it will be 1,74,000. The first prize going to be 80,000. The second position will be grabbing 40,000 check for themselves. The third position will be walking away with the 20,000 cash prize in their favor. But this is the team prizes, not only their own. This will also help them in their college team and making a name in their college, but there are independent prizes as well. Best player will be receiving 10,000 rupees, as well as player of the week per week. The total prize pool for the multiple weeks will be 18,000, but per week there'll be a best player that we will be receiving about a cash prize of around 2k, I guess. And this is what individuals are looking forward to. There is also a prize for best econ rating along with best combat score. Both of them have an individual prize of 3,000 rupees. I mean, the prizes right now, everything looks really good for college students right this moment. It is the chance that they need to take forward. They need to put themselves in that position and pull their socks up, because this is the chance that they can shine right now. I mean, the prize pool, yes, there are other various tournaments also going on with the total prize pool of 5 lakhs. This Valorant tournament is all about your 5v5 strength. How will you be putting forth? We have been seeing, as I talked about, I tell you that we talked about how things work around in this duration. I mean, it's in general that we have seen that a couple of players have been able to frag out, but in the total, it should be your team game. But talking about team games, it's going to be day 7, 4 matches that we'll be looking forward to. Starting it off with will be RV Racers versus DTU Red Devils. The second match for the day will be SRM Super Kings versus NSUT Spurs. The third match will be New Horizon Super Blasters versus Technia Geniuses, and the fourth match for the day, where we'll be concluding, would be with AIT Star Blazers versus SRM Sonpat Blitz. I mean, a lot of team names that are repeating at the moment. You can look at RV Racers, we have seen SRM Super Kings, Spurs have come in, Technia Geniuses, AIT Star Blazers, Blitz. All these teams, a couple of teams we have seen. I'm not sure about Super Blasters. I think so, we have seen them as well, except for DTU Red Devils. I think everybody else has had a chance to play with each other. Maybe not the same team right now, but with others. But this is an interesting schedule coming through. There's a lot of repeating teams that we'll be seeing, and who will be coming on top is what I am looking forward to. But starting things off, like as usual, we are heading to the map of Ascent. And this will be, as I said, the first match for the day, RV Racers versus DTU Red Devils. RV Racers, we have seen them, and I think they did not have a great fight when the last time they came forth. DTU Red Devils, however, this is the first time we'll be seeing them, and I'm looking forward to, will the DTU Red Devils take again on top of RV Racers, or will it be RV Racers coming back and getting back their victory? So this is what I'm looking forward to today, but it's going to be the map of Ascent, as I've talked about it. It's going to be a community favorite map that we have seen in the Valorant scene, and in the Valorant scene, Ascent I'm pretty sure everybody, you guys out there, would have understood the map right now. I mean, even though you would have understood, there's a lot of outplays left, and I'm looking forward to what kind of outplays come. There's going to be mid, there's going to be a shot, there's going to be to play around with, but who takes up the control better, who pulls things off, is what I'm looking forward to. But in the meantime, chat, you can start putting in opinions who might take up this map of Ascent. Will it be RV Racers or DTU Red Devils? I'm not going to make a prediction right now, but I'll leave it all up to you guys. But in the meantime, let's look at the agent selection coming through. We'll be starting off with RV Racers, where Softwix coming through looks like a Jet, Sage, Sova, along with Brim and Killjoy playing in their favor. But on the side of DTU Red Devils, there's a soft pick on Reyna, Sova, and Omen slowly coming into Sage. And there's going to be one more. I'm Ribbit. Will it be a pick that he makes right now, or still a hard pick comes in? There's going to be a Sage that will be locked in from the side of DTU Red Devils. But on the side of RV Racers, I don't think they're going to change anything. But YOLO, I'm looking forward to it, man. If you're YOLO as a Sova, and if you manage to pull things off, it's going to be looking really, really great from the side of RV Racers. But in the meantime, as I said, there's a lot of things that we can expect, and yep, a Jet is an agent that we have seen a lot of times in Ascent coming in. Not a surprise for me. I was thinking maybe a Phoenix could have come in that position, because we have been seeing a combo of a Reyna and a Phoenix from a couple of teams. But nonetheless, the picks are same. There's no changes that we have seen as we saw the soft picks. That's the agents that have been completely locked into. So a really good pick and a balanced fight, I think we'll be seeing from both ends. But starting off on defense, RV Racers do have a really good, I would say, advantage to go forward, because two Sentinels, they have a really good chance of, I've talked about this a lot of times, if you're in defense and if you're able to push back the brute force coming in from the side of defenders, you'll be more than happy about it. And I'm looking forward to, will they be able to pull that back or not? Because if RV Racers cannot bring things back or cannot push back the force coming in from DTU Red Devils, they'll take over the site and completely put forth their gun game better in terms of utility usage as well. So I'm looking forward to, will this be RV Racers starting things off? But right now, looking at the pistols coming through, there's going to be a frenzy in one of Jet's hand. Usually we have seen her coming in with Sheriff, but nonetheless, it's going to be a heavy stack coming at A. There's going to be a Sova who would have a recon. A quick recon does go from the attackers. Sova will not be revealed with anybody's position. The same thing happens to A main from YOLO, but YOLO in the meantime has received a little bit of, I think that should be a fall damage, that he unfortunately started things off on a bad note. But nonetheless, his shock dart does connect with one person there, and it does do a little bit of a damage on the Jet, but the entry still lagging a little bit. But the layer comes down, and this should be a push coming into A. Nanoswarm will deal a lot of damage on the Reyna, but in the meantime, Rebel will find a kill on Sova. But in the meantime, look at that, there's going to be an equal trade coming back from Brim. He'll pick one, he'll pick two, he'll pick three, make it, and there's going to be Shake picking the fourth, and Killjoy closing it off for his team. They don't even care about the recon coming in, and that's going to be RV Racers starting strong. Even though they lost the first person there and they gave away the first blood, nonetheless they converted the round and they are starting things off really good for their defensive half. And yes, we've talked about this. The map of Ascent is going to be a defense favored map, not highly defense favored map. We've talked about this. If somebody manages to take mid control really well, they have positioning either to go through mid to CT, or even go to B, or even take up A shot control really well. So mid is something that they will be able to cut off rotations or divide the defenders itself into two different positionings, and can be able to pick people off. But with this advantage coming in for the side of defense, they should be easily able to convert this and maybe even take a flawless round. There's going to be a wall coming in at mid, and Brim, he's still playing at mid, very unfortunate. But in the meantime, Chaos will go down very early, even though with the advantage they give up the opening, and the A set is completely there for their taking. They are not sure if it's open, if there's nobody there, but right now it looks like the pace coming in from the side of DTU Red Devils is to the side of A, and this is going to be a really good plan coming in, and they can hold a post plan situation because Shock Touch, if they do have it online, it's going to play really well for them. But they need to go for that post plan situation very early as they go in for the plan. But in the meantime, Rebel will manage to pick a kill, and looks like now this round is completely going out of hand with from the side of RV Races. They've lost their gun there. Spectre has been picked up from Rebel. There's going to be Killjoy going into A shot to trees. Might be able to get a fight, but that fight will yield in Rebels again. Advantage coming through. Shake gets only one pick, but in the meantime, his team is completely cleaned off. Shake finds one. That's all about him. Shake gets a 2, but everybody else stays online for the side of DTU Red Devils, and a very unfortunate round coming in for the side of RV Races. They did have an advantage. It was an anti-eco for them, but they lost it all. It brings back to a 1v1 situation, and now Bice, it should not be great, but that's the reason they're forcing the matter on hands. Look at them, they're going in for Spectres, half shields all the way. A couple of people have been able to pick up the Vandals, but very unfortunate for their end because their teammates do not have great Bice. One of the attackers, and they're walking away with, I would say, great buys and weaponry advantage as they're trying to go into a site. This should be something that should work out, and as I said, Rebel will pick a first kill, Nemesis will get his second, and that's going to be the site entry coming through from the side of DTU Red Devils. They have the site. The spike should come down soon, and as I talk about it, the spike has gone down, and also it's going to be a post-plant retake coming through, but Nemesis is saying, before you guys come in for a post-plant, I'm going to destroy you all. Nemesis on a third. Nemesis does not know Sova's position. YOLO will get one. YOLO needs to pick up the gun and go for a save, or if he managed to go for a fight anyway, I don't think this will work out because I think the team did force. Their creds are not looking good, so they need to go for a save, and it looks like YOLO is trying to look for a couple of picks before he exits the site. And looking at it, yep, he has managed to exit from that position. He is back to safety. In the meantime, DTU Red Devils are not going in for the fight. They know he's gone for a save. They're just looking for any picks they can find, but they're not on the hunt. Good call from them. I mean, they've been able to convert multiple rounds right now, so they should just be happy. YOLO standing out in the open, my man. If we've seen a lot of people who are on the hunt might be able to pick you off. So next time, that might not be a great position for you to stand on, but nonetheless, it's going to be a round that the side of DTU Red Devils managed to convert. Again, DTU Red Devils, as I said, they'll be really happy right now because the first pistol round did not go in their favor, but immediately they managed to convert it on the second round, and the third round is also in their favor. The fourth round coming through, again, force buys coming from there, and half shield Spectres. Again, we have seen a lot of teams in this tournament not going in for a hard eco. They're completely forcing the matter, and not having weapon advantage has not worked out in their favor. Very late KG setups coming through, but B site is not what things are going at. They've taken mid control. KJ goes in for a free pick there. Nemesis goes in, gets the entry at B. All the setups are for waste. Nemesis sees the head, but will not read it properly. But there'll be Rebel managed to pick 2 people out of the board from the side of. Okay, just let's make it. They picked off all the people from the side of defense. Reina coming in from mid, picks up 2 more people. Very unfortunate. Again, the side of RV Racers are crumbling, and as I said previously, I remember RV Racers playing one more match before this, and it was kind of similar. Yep, it was kind of similar. They did not have a great fight. They fought with MIT Astros. Not a great day for them, and again, it's looking the same. They just converted the first round. You can already see they're again going in for a force. Go in for a hard eco, or at least go in for a tactical timeout. I know it's way early, but sooner than later, if you manage to convert things into your favor, it should work out in your favor. Shock touch going across. YOLO will manage to get a recon position of Nemesis, but Nemesis does not worry about it. Their advantage in terms of round lead is 2 right now with just 4 rounds done. They look forward to converting it more. Reina will manage to delete the owl drone right now. No information given. Even Reina will not be attacked. But in the meantime, look at this. Tree pushes coming through. They're slowly making their way. They are walking in. But now with the random sprays coming in, pre-fires, they might be able to get a kill. And Nemesis will pick a kill on YOLO. YOLO was giving away his pixels way too soon. And that's going to be Brim popping up his ultimate. But in vain. Nemesis is going to pick up his kill. Nemesis looks like he's on a spree of kills that he wants to take. The Paranoia does hit the Sage, but the kill, will it be converted? Yes, Nemesis managed, along with the Sova coming on a backstab. Look at the side of GT Red Devils. They've completely overthrown the side of RV Races, and with the fourth, Nemesis closes the round. Even though he was in an animation to pull out his gun, he gets on top. What a play coming in from DTU Red Devils. DTU Red Devils are playing mind games, their utility game, everything. They're stacking out, giving a little bit of a fake information. We have talked about this a lot of time. Give away your information. Fake out your information, fake out your utilities, and get over from a different position. That's what they did in the previous round. If you saw, they did try to do some sound at A main, but eventually managed to push through trees and get their positioning to site, which completely overthrew the opponent. Very unfortunate for the side of RV Races as we start things off, but right as of we speak, I'm looking forward to will they be able to convert it. Nemesis managed to go in, but will have to make a retreat along with the damage he has received. There might be a heal orb that he can receive, but in the meantime, he's going to be dropped down to 22 HP. The healing orb will come to him, and he's going to be healed up to a couple of HP, around 80 or 90. Yes, 80, but still he picks up one. He spots the Sage. He's going to go in for a 2. He's going in for a third. He might be able to pick, but there'll be 2 people. He gets a little bit flustered, and that's going to be the Brim picking in. The Sage's wall does come through, but a lot of shots miss from Rebel, but will be able to quickly convert it. Reyna will be able to convert one, but Reyna on the backstab will miss a lot of shots. YOLO gets it, but YOLO with 5 HP does not look like he can survive for long, and it's going to be Hedge to SF4, completely burning him out there. Nice name. I really like it, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows what Hedge to SF4 means. If people don't know, it's going to be an acid, but nonetheless, a good play coming in from the side of DTU Red Devils. They have understood the flow, or they've understood how the side of RV Races are in terms of their composition, and they're just exploiting. Okay, and look at this. The utilities are kind of similar coming in. This time it's hardly put at first lane. And yes, anybody entering first lane, it'll become a hard time, but KJ needs to be alive for a longer time. But in the meantime, it looks to be a bit mid aggression coming through. They're completely taking over mid, spraying down people back to back, and KJ is at a crossfire. He can able to pick one, but he'll go down, and that's going to be 1 kill picked. But no, make it 2 from Chaos, make it 3. All of a sudden, Nemesis is losing all his teammates. Sova will manage to find a pick there, get it back to his team's favor, and Nemesis along with Sova is trying to hold on to the side. But in the meantime, Nemesis gets a kill on Brim, and he'll be the sole survivor for his team, and along with the opponent, that's going to be the Sova being the sole survivor. But look at this. There's a lot of guns. He managed to pick up a Spectre. Very unfortunate. Spike getting planted. Uses shorter step. Places himself first lane. He spots the Sova and he gets it. Nemesis is insane. Somebody needs to stop this man. Being a controller, he is already on double digits and close to 14 or 15 kills. This man does not look like he wants to stop. He's just going crazy on the side of DTU Red Devils. And for a fact that Omen is kind of the devil, the name just fits in perfectly for their team. Right now, 5 ultimates available from the side of DTU Red Devils, and I've not seen them use any ultimate till now. But on the side of defense, RV Races do have 4 ultimates: a lockdown, a resurrection, Hunter's Fury to prevent the aggression coming through, and a Blade Storm, which can work really well if somebody has a crisp aim. Again, look at this. Recon comes in. They manage to take it down, but look at this. Hunter's Fury gets used. A counter Hunter's Fury also gets used. Both of them tagging each other, but in the meantime, Reyna will go in, will pick that person on trees, and YOLO out of the board. That's going to be their initiator lost. All of information as well lost. Blade Storm's used but not converted, as Rebel will take him out just with a rifle. Look at the play coming in from the side of DTU Red Devils. They're just making things work right, left and center. Shake will have a resurrection, bring things back. Looking forward to a 4v5 situation. Still Blade Storm's online, but look at this. KJ is trying to spray in a Cloudburst, but is not converting anything. Hunters, oh my god, Empress being picked. Empress will get 2 kills in the random spin. Rebel will get 1 more, and it's up to the last person surviving. That's going to be Brim. Brim will pick 1, and Rebel with his 3rd. DTU Red Devils right now walking round after round. What a play coming in from the side of DTU Red Devils. DTU Red Devils back on a spree of kills again and again and again. I'm not even sure why they used their ultimate. They did not have to, but they managed to use their ultimate anyway. So it's gonna be 6 rounds online, 6 round lead online for the side of DTU Red Devils, and DTU Red Devils right now are feeling themselves. They're walking away round after round. There's going to be, I guess, I did see a marshal or an operator. That's going to be an operator pick coming in from Chaos. Chaos gets the pick, but look at him. His position is not that great. Reina is very close. Reina's position has been seen, but now the random sprays are coming to him. Nemesis will manage to convert it. That's going to be very unfortunate. Even though they did manage to get the first pick, the resurrection will manage to bring them back into their feet. Nemesis with the Bulldog is still converting things in his team's favor. This is not looking great. Brim is trying to use his ultimate, uses it, but it does not work again. Nemesis on a spree gets his third, along with the Sage, gets one more, and the Sage gets the second. What a play coming in from the side of DTO Red Devils, and welcome back Edge, because this is an intense fight. Started things off and we are seeing a controller going on a spree of kills.
Oh yeah, I mean, thanks once again. I was kind of late, but yeah, DTU Red Devils and RB Races, both of these teams are putting up a really good fight, but at the same time, Red Devils, man, the way that they are playing right now, Lucy, once again, we are on Ascent, by the way, okay, that's something I cannot ignore. But yeah, one-sided affair from the side of DTU, and also the kills, man, coming in from the duelists are absolutely insane. The way they're making these plays at the same time, you know, they're kind of being countered, but they have the counters to the counters, right? That's exactly what's happening, and that's exactly why they have a 7-round lead moving on to the 10th round right now.
Oh my god, the lead is just huge right now. But this is what I talked about. Defense needs to be able to push the attack, but it's the other way around. The attack is pushing the defense back to their CT. Look at them. Everybody is at CT spawn. There's nobody on site. Very difficult. Rebel gets one, Rebel gets two. But it's going to be the KJ managed to convert. But look at Nemesis. He's just using a classic and he's just going on their back. Gets 2 people off the board. DTU Red Devils, they're not stopping, not for their ammo, not on a disadvantage, not on anything. They're just going in, picks all across, pushing the side of defense back to their spawn. The amount of pressure they're putting right now on RV Racers is immense.
It is. RV Races, they kind of start, you know, have to start their engines right now, or else it's gonna be all devilish hell for them. Because right now, attackers, that is a DTU Red Devils playing. Ooh, just a beautiful headshot. I mean, the player that is Jed with the operator actually going. Oh my god, that was. But yeah, at the same time, there was a trade on the other side, and now Rebel. Now it's gonna be a 3 versus 4. Jet is really, really low. It's gonna be all on the timing. Nemesis is gonna get another one, while Shake gets another one towards the Reina, on towards the B side. But look at this, Nemesis is doing everything on his own right now, Lucy.
Nemesis has been that controller who's doing, as you mentioned, everything on his own. He does not care. And look at that. His teammates are like, okay, wait, let us get some kills. You are just going on a spree of kills. And that's going to be H2SO4 converting it in his team's favor. And this is going to be the last round. And with the last round coming in, it looks like 11-1. 11-1, and RV Racers on their second matchup are not looking good. I mean, we did see this in the previous matchup they have had, and Edge, we have a lot of teams coming through that we have seen previously, so it's going to be a lot of teams that are battling out with other different teams. But right now, in the second chance that RV Racers have, their performance is still not that great. Look at that. The Bladestorm just popped out from Rebel and is looking for the kills. The Odin spam is coming through, but will not be able to convert any, as he'll be picked off immediately.
He is gonna get picked off, but now look at this. I mean, it's all chaos right now. The players are everywhere. Nemesis gets one through the smoke, gets another one now. Brim will actually trade him out with the Odin, and it's gonna be Reina getting another kill on the Brim. So that's gonna be it all on Jet right now. 1 versus 4 to save and get the second round. Look at this. So it's just having a fun time right now. Landing the chalk dart as well onto the chaos there. He's gonna go down to his cologne on the side of Red Devils. But now at the same time, you know, I mean, the way that this round played out, the Killjoys locked down everything. It was just really unfortunate to see that our Races could not pull it off, because I thought they might have had the advantage because of that particular lockdown. But at the same time, Red Devils, man, the way they are executing and holding on to the side, I mean, 24-5 on an Omen. That's gotta tell you, I mean, everything you need to know about this particular match.
Yep. Everything we want to know. Started it off. I mean, RV Racers started it off really good. The first pistol round, even though the spike came down, they managed to do a really good retake. The trades were coming in their favor. But right now, after the first pistol round, there's been no round that we have seen that they've made a comeback. I mean, now they're on attack. They need to convert it right here, right now. Otherwise, it's going to be a match point for the side of DTU Red Devils, and that's way more than enough. Again, Rena going in for a peek will do a lot of damage on that stage. But again, look at the Rena. Rena is not worried about this. She has no ears, but she does have healing or dismiss, and she will manage to get the pick on YOLO, and she's still fighting in that position. Not a single bullet hitting a body. How do you manage to get out of 4 people randomly spraying at you? What a play coming in from Rana there.
Whew. Man, just the way that Reyna is playing. I mean, yeah, Nemesis is obviously on the top, but the way that Reyna is playing, the way he's moving on the map, is just too good. Look at that stage. He's actually gonna jump right in front of Killjoy, and that's good. That should be a free B. Yep, Killjoy gets a kill. Chaos, on the other hand, gets another one. Now this is getting interesting for RV Racers. They're in a lead for the first time in a really long time. Like Shadow Blood gets another one onto Reyna. That's a double for him. Now H2SO4, that is Sova, and Nemesis is the only player alive. H2SO4, if you can get a couple. Oh my god! Oh no, a bit too much trigger discipline, Lucy.
Spike planted.
Bit too much. It becomes too costly as well. And with the third coming in for Killjoy, a very unfortunate start for the side of DTU Red Devils on their defense. I mean, Rena went in. Rena got a kill, not even receiving a single bullet to her head. Will manage to even make a comeback and still goes in for a fight. On the other hand, B side, they did manage to get the starting spray with the frenzy, but did not manage to convert it. And RV Racers managed to convert on top of it. Now RV Racers need to take this round as an advantage and completely keep converting, because if you see, there's going to be a Vandal investment already coming through from the side of RV Racers.
Oof. RV Racers now second round on the board, so they might be feeling a bit confident right now, compared to what we're doing, what they've been going through in the past 10 rounds, I could say, because they are 9 rounds behind DTU. Oh my god, why do I keep saying D2? But yeah, Shadow once again with the first blood. Shay gets another one before going down in the hands of Heisei. Okay, he says Heisei. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong, guys. Yeah, Sage with a double kill, and now this is getting interesting because they just pulled it back, and Nemesis, he kind of gets the idea right now because he knows that Chaos is low and that he cannot heal himself up to, anything, to be honest. He's gonna actually run away. Look at Nemesis, almost gets a kill on this get there. Now, what? Was KJ low, Lucy?
Spike planted.
They did have a fight there at mid and might be the reason. But look at this. Again, Nemesis does a lot of damage and H2SO4 will manage to get one. And that's going to be a disadvantage for the side of attackers. Look at them. He managed to close him off. And a knife kill coming in from H2SO4. How did tides turn around? DTU Red Devils. Now look at them. This is what I said. A Vandal investment coming through. Ouch, that's gotta hurt for the side of RV Racers. How did things completely go south? Within a blink of an eye, they managed to close the door in front of him, and a knife kill as well. Okay, I'm not sure what happened in that round. Edge, if you have any explanation, please.
I mean, it's all mind games at this point. They already know that they have a really good lead, and Nemesis, not just the lead, a beautiful game as well. Gets the kill. He's gonna get another one. Actually, he lands a shot on the KJ, but Unrebel, absolutely rebellious. Almost that shot, almost took him down. It doesn't really matter because he's gonna get healed up back to full punch. Well, I think we are done and dusted here. RV Racers in a really tough spot. He's gonna go down. Actually, that is YOLO going down in the hands of Sage. He hadn't wanted that kill, but Sage was like, "Let me have it. You already have enough kills." And yeah, being a support, he does deserve the kills. So that's gonna be it. And DTU Red Devils. Oh my god, the way that they played once again a one-sided affair. But this time, it's not the duelist that was on top. It was an omen, Lucy.
An omen it is, and look at his average combat score. It's going to be 494, topping the charts. And again, a close to 3 to 4 KD coming from him. Look at what he did. And alone, as I said, he's on top, not just on the number of kills, he's on top in the number of first bloods he took for his team and completely converted around. His econ rating is also topping the charts for from both the teams. So, Nemesis, kudos to you, man. You just did to, I mean, if you combine both the duelist score, it's close to what Nemesis managed to pull off. That's just what he did there. He completely took on the round, I mean, took on the match himself and completely turned things around. Nemesis, I'm seeing him for the first time, but if this is what he's packing along with his duelist who are able to frag, there's a lot more coming in from this team, DTU Red Devils. We're seeing them for the first time today, and RV Race is very unfortunate for their end again. Couple of rounds here and there, they did have strategies, and we did see that there was a couple of strategies they did, it looked like they could have pulled things off, but any kind of strategies that they put forth and it crumbled, they did not have a plan B. They were only relying on their first action and their first plan of action that they would have had and try to convert in front of it. And if something fell down, if there's a controller Brim who goes down, there's no more smokes, they're gone down. If Jet is not there for entry, they've gone down. If they've lost Sage who can block things off or slow things off, they've gone down. They're reeling too much on a couple of players. I think that's the reason the side of RV Races went down. But whenever the two rounds that we saw, it was mostly when they were playing together as a team, they did manage to convert it.
They did. I mean, they did manage to convert the right rounds that they were actually playing really, really coordinated. But apart from that, I mean, you got to give credit to, yeah, as you said, Nemesis and Rebel. Rebel actually was doing a really good job, and Nemesis was actually stealing the show with the number of kills, with the plays that he was doing, the paranoia, the smoke kills, especially. I mean, the way that he was moving on the map as well, just like Reyna, he was doing a really, really good job there. I mean, DD Red Devils, man, just from the right from the get go, they were on top of the game, and our races, they just did not have the answers to the pushes coming in from Red Devils there.
Very unfortunate. I mean, to start things off, it looked like RB Racers could have had something to put forth better on their second match here. But nonetheless, it's going to be DTU Red Devils again, as I said. It's going to be the first time that we are seeing them. Maybe one of the reasons again. RB Racers, maybe we look forward to them pulling something back in the couple of matches they might have in the coming future. But in the meantime, a really good fight put forth from the side of DTU Red Devil. So there's going to be one team that we'll also be looking forward to as we progress through the tournament. But going into the second match is where we'll be heading into. The second match for the day, it's going to be NSUT Spurs versus SRM Super Kings on the map of Ascent. And Spurs as well as Super Kings, this is the second time we're seeing them match. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, yes, Spurs, I think they went ham last time. I'm not really sure. But yeah, SRM Super Kings, they did a really good job as well. So it's going to be on the map of Ascent. So, that is, once again, we're going back to Ascent. So, second time in a row. Yeah, I mean, I think Spurs played last time on the map of Bind. I think Super Kings played on Haven. Not really sure. But yeah, going head to head on the map of Ascent, it's going to be really interesting to watch. And once again, I'm looking forward to see some Astra plays. Maybe a Sky could be coming into play here. I mean, I am definitely sure that one of these teams will be opting the Sova, but I really want to see Sky picked up on at least one of the teams.
I agree with you. I want to look forward to a lot of agents being picked. I mean, even if somebody has managed to pick up Yoru, because Yoru, I know a lot of people might be laughing in the chat like why Yoru? Because Yoru is going to be that, we have talked about this. There's going to be a lurker when we want, because Ascent has a mid positioning. So if you place a lurker on your attacking half, you will be able to pick up a lot of kills. Defense will manage to push either from cat or either from mid itself while they're trying to come to A. So there's going to be a lot of possibilities along with your camera and tap wires to play a lurk as well. And same goes for Yoru. Yoru can be that single duelist who can play a lurk or an entry fragger, or even can be that fake out. He has a fake out in his utility, and he can use that, being trying to enter into a single site alone. He has that utility capability. So I'm looking forward to if a team does manage to pull something really insane like that. Utility play, lurk play, along with fake outs coming through while they're trying to go into A, put down a lockdown at A, and immediately run around to B and get entry into B, where they've done a fake, where they've also called a complete rotate on the defensive half. So I'm looking forward to these kind of plays, as you said, Edge. But will this be something that we'll be looking forward to? Is what I am thinking about. But in the meantime, what agents would you prefer on Ascent? Your go-to agent selection? What do you think, Edge?
The go-to is obviously, I think, Jet. Jet can use those updrafts and play a lot. Do some really good plays if in that particular map. Ascent, because the skybox is kind of high, and at the same time there are a lot of open spaces. Just like how Sova's recons and shock darts can be used in a really good way and like multiple ways. I think Jet's Bladestorm along with the updraft and dash as well can be used. So that is something that I would choose, Jet and Sova obviously. But then second thing I would say is, having a Viper on Ascent seems kind of weird, but at the same time it can be used properly if someone can tag it along with Sky maybe, or maybe you can go with a double controller and a single duelist like Zed. That would be Sky, Astra, and then Viper. So that would make more sense. And then a Sentinel, of course, you can go either with Killjoy or a Cypher. Cypher obviously gives you the global presence, and Killjoy completely holds off B side on her own. So that is something I'm looking. That I would prefer. But today I don't think that's going to be the lineup from either of these teams. But I would really. I already said that. I'm still looking forward to see any Skies picked up on the map of Essen and see how it plays out, because those Seekers and Trailblazers, they're gonna be a good use on the map of Essen.
I completely agree with you. I mean, having Sky is currently changing things around. I mean, as Edge mentioned, we will have a chance to see the Sky's flashes coming out on a complete unknown position. So if somebody's trying to peek at mid, and Sky may be playing from B or even mid market, and all of a sudden the flash just comes up high top mid and it just blinds everybody. It will blind you at mid top, it'll bind you at tiles, and that's just going to be really good flash coming through from the side of defense if Sky hasn't defense. So I'm looking forward to, as you mentioned, this agent selection is not what we have always been talking about. It sometimes we have seen there's no controllers being picked up. There's going to be triple duelists coming in from a couple of teams. So I'm looking forward to whether this will be the case. Right as of now we speak, we have seen triple duelists, we have seen double controllers as well, we have seen no controllers, we have seen double sentinels. We just saw it in the previous match and it did not work out for the side of RV races. Very unfortunate, but it should have actually worked out. On defensive half you're having two sentinels, and they did not have an omen. There was no regenerative smokes, but they did have brim smokes. Is not easy to push through. It's going to give you even worse vision compared to the omen smoke, because omen you just go into kind of a dark capsule, but in sky smoke you will be completely hit with dust. I mean, if somebody is an actual virtual presence there, they'll be feeling that dust is going through their eyes. So that's the kind of effect you have, and that's not going to be easy for somebody to go in. So I'm looking forward to what kind of smokes do come through from each of these teams, or even Astra. Astra has been an agent we have talked about a lot, that is being the meta controller for a lot of pro teams. So we have seen a couple of Astras. I still remember Colorless. I'm not sure from which team. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing him very soon again. So a lot of Astras can also be picked up. But as we talked about it, Astra is not going to be an easy agent to play with. But in the meantime, also Edge, one thing that I really like is a flash and dash gameplay coming on the map of Ascent. It's highly likely on the map of Ascent. But do you think that we'll be seeing something like that today?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, we can go with the breach and jet combo. That is a possibility as well. At the same time, Sky and jet, as you said, flash and dash. But I mean, it's always possible with Reyna as well, like with Reyna's lead towards the A main there, and also the Omen's paranoia. I mean, oh god, just the thought of it is making me hot right now. So yeah, that is something really really good. The way that you can utilize those flashes with Jet's dash, that is something. I mean, something hard to counter, to be honest, Because once you're flashed, I mean, you cannot hear the dash first off. I mean, you might hear it, but you're really unaware where the dash is coming from. So that gives Jet enough time, especially if the Blade Storm is activated. Oh my god, that is absolutely insane. So that's a possibility, but at the same time, as you said, Astra, the possible ways that an Astra can, jeopardize a team is just too good, too many to be honest, and too good as well with the gravity pulls, the smokes, and the concussion especially. I mean, I don't see a lot of people using the concussion there, but but the concussion sometimes really helps you, and at the same time, the gravity pull obviously sometimes helps you, stop the diffuser. But yeah, once again, with that being said, Sova being picked on the side of Spurs already, and soft pick on the side of SRM as well. So I don't think we'll be seeing any skies here, Lucy.
Yep, I mean, Sova coming in, it was going to be an obvious pick, so a really good one. I mean, we have talked about it. Sova, it's kind of his home ground on the map of Ascent and an Odin Spray. But something, as you were talking about Astra, I would look out to people using Astra Smoke, kind of that smart, or I would say cheeky play, using or recalling her smoke immediately with putting a wrong cloud and wrong information, maybe something like that. But right now, let's look at the picks. It's going to be Kings with Jet, Reyna, Brim, along with the Cypher and the Sova in their favor. Talking about Spurs, Reyna again coming from both the ends, along with Sova. Jet is again
Choose
going to be
your
the pick,
agent.
but Brim on both the sides, or is it going to be Killjoy? They're changing it at the last moment.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, these changes, man, at the last second. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, we have already seen these teams battle out with different teams, but this time they're going head to head against each other on the map of Essence. So that is something we haven't seen. But yeah, we already know Harry is really, really good on the Jets. Easy with the Sova was absolutely insane. But yeah, Dark, the GXG Dark, that guy was an absolute monster on Reyna. I think it was top fragging there for his team. But at the same time, we have a Reyna that is Frank on the side of SRM. So let's see how he fights out against the Reyna that is Dark on the side of NSUT Spurs here, Lucy.
I agree with you, but while we were looking at the lineup, I was also looking at the pre-match stats, and Spurs and SRM, when they fought with two different teams, they put up a dominant performance. Both of them close to a 13-2 or a 13-1 or a 13-0. So we are seeing two one-sided dominant teams that we saw in the previous match that they played. So I'm expecting a very close match today in between these two. Spurs and Kings, if they manage to put that kind of a play where we saw CRM chasers manage to make a comeback, I'm looking forward to something which completely rattles our nerves, where we are looking forward to what can happen in the blink of the movement. But right now, a recon coming through at A main will reveal, I guess, 3 people there, but nonetheless, they're not backing off. Look at that. Sova also, who knew that position, will not back off, and to start things off, will punish the mid aggression coming from the side of defense.
Yeah, that's going to be the first blood going into the favor of SRM Super Kings right now, but Dark instantly answers back with a beautiful headshot, and CZ, that's exactly what I was saying, when he's a god on Sova. But Frank gets another one before we down in the hands of Beast there. 3 versus 2 situation right now, Lucy.
3
One
versus
enemy
2
remaining.
indeed. And CZ is making matters worse. The spike was about to come down, but in the meantime, 3 people covering him, and that's got to be Dark picking and putting the last bullet on the last player from the side of attackers, and a great start coming from Spurs. I mean, it was actually... the start was good for the side of Kings, but Kings could not hold their tempo. They immediately let a little bit of kills. They thought there was only one push coming through, but they did not anticipate for even aggressive angles coming in from the side of Spurs. They did have A side completely in their favor, so they should have just taken the spike, planted it, and gone for a post-plant situation, but they thought the round would have been easier and went a little bit overconfident, and Spurs punished them for that. But right now, it looks to be a very fast B execution coming on this eco.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be a full aggression coming in from Spurs right now. And that's the looking gap was on the back for it. With a beautiful headshot. I mean, with the Reaver Sheriff, it's obviously aimbot. But yeah, Timsy gets one and Dark gets another one onto the brim there. Now, Dark with third? Oh my god, Dark's an absolute beast, as I said. And Beast is on Omen, by the way. I do understand. Yeah, Dark is an absolute monster as well.
Monster indeed. Dark. Do not go on his dark side, I would say. Right now, he's just feeling himself, and what a play coming through. I mean, Edge, I'm kind of ready for this play coming in from Dark, but on the side of attack, there's Fur. We have seen this guy perform insane in the previous matchup, so I'm looking forward to him also putting something like that.
Yeah, I mean that is true. We did see one of those close. I mean, both these teams were absolutely dominant in the first game. So now these two teams going head to head against each other. That is gonna be close, but CZ doesn't really matter if it's who is against them. Is gonna keep going getting those absolutely insane shock dart kills. Gets another one on the Reyna, while Jet gets a kill on the Cypher as well.
Gets a kill, beautiful one coming in from CC, but he also receives the same thing from his opponent Sova. And look at that, there's going to be Dodo. Okay, I'm not getting the name right. Apologies, but in the meantime, CZ again gets one more. CZ, even though he received a little bit of a damage, is still staying strong. But in the meantime, DeadSec will remove him out of the board, and this is going to be a post-plan positioning that the side of Spurs need to retake.
Ooh, Fur actually gets a kill on Sensi. Now it's a 1v2 situation. Fur in a beautiful headshot onto Omen.
Wow.
Okay, I'm choking just the way that Harry just did. How did that happen? Fur, this, oh my god. Okay, that was insane, Lucy. I mean, you gotta give credit to Fur. The way that he just held on to that side was absolutely beautiful to watch. And SRM, they do deserve the first round. But complete, all the credits are gonna go to Fur right there.
Beautifully played from Fur there. This is what I was talking about. I mean, wait for Fur's action, and he did it at the right moment. He was the lone survivor, got those 3 kills when needed, and put their team back in winning terms right now. This is going to be a round that they need to convert right here, right now. If they lose this, things are not going to look good for them.
There.
Yeah, true that. It is not going to look good for them if they keep losing such rounds. But at the same time, I mean, both these teams were dominant. We got to keep that in mind. So both these teams, we already know what they bring to the table. So the potential, we know that. But they were not tested enough last time. So now is the time that their skills are going to be put to test. And yeah, looks like, ooh, Dark doesn't really matter. He's going strong, gets double, gets this double there. And now he's just too good right now, Lucy.
He's just feeling himself. He gets 3 people off the board, and that's going to be Brim coming in later. But he's right now surviving with just 23 HP. He's doing a fake out, but that's going to be hurt. Very unfortunate. Sound cue. Man, oh man. Tim Shi comes in and gets the 3rd one. Very unfortunate for them. Went rightly on an Empress's face. You cannot expect to come on top, especially on a guy like Dark. This is the reason. I'm not sure if Kings watched the tournaments. If they didn't, and anybody else right now from the teams that are there in this tournament are watching this stream, please do watch your opponent's plays, because that's going to be key for you to take them down.
Get out of my way.
Yes, you're definitely right about that, Lucy. I mean, oh no, that's a beautiful recon, and almost getting the kill onto Frank as well. And if he lands that shock dart onto Frank, I swear I'm gonna go mad right now. And once again, CZ. Oh my god, Frank, how did you not predict this before? The beautiful shot onto CZ. That's an insane dash, by the way, Lucy.
Oh my god, what an insane dash, and also gets a kill. That's just insane. But now Spike, look at them, very unfortunate. They let the Spike go down to another person. I think it was the Cypher who was carrying the Spike. Very unfortunate, but it was kind of the Rico round. There was a Bladestorm used. First started things off insane for his team. But if he could not stay long. I mean, there was Beast on side. Beast just took him apart immediately. Very unfortunate for their end, but right now SRM with 3 rounds down in terms of disadvantage, they need to take a break or make a comeback.
Ooh, that was a good one coming in from Spurs once again. But at the same time, I mean, the way the CZ is playing so right now, it looks like SRM, they're not going to have a really easy time on the attacks there, and Dark taking a bit of damage, but Frank gets a kill on to Harry there. Now that's gonna be a man advantage on the side of SRM. But the real question is, can they actually make it worth it? Because Frank is making the Empress worth it. He gets another one, and now 3 versus 5, Lucy.
3 versus 5 indeed, and this is what we said. There's going to be two Empresses, both of them really strong from both the teams, and right now it's going to be the attacking Reina picking things off. Franks does bring it back to a 3v2, and look at the dead second. Frank are still trying to put complete bullets on their way, and it's all up to Timshi to hold or trying to do something or go for a save.
Flawless run once again from SRM this time. That is something that Spurs did not expect. Something that they did not see coming. Something I did not see coming, to be honest. But Frank actually absolutely popped off in that particular round, getting multiple kills. I mean, when you're a Reina, you do have the advantage there with the Empress while it's activated, that you can actually, you know, get the kill. Even if you don't get the kill, you can just get one shot at least and get the assist, and then just completely vanish from existence. So that is exactly what Frank did. He went out. He came back in, popped heads, secured the second round on the board for SRM.
Beautiful plays coming in from the side of Kings. I mean, as I said, they are slowly trying to make a comeback, but right now, again, a slow round. This looks like to be a slow round. Now, Blades pop way early, but Dark will punish Frank, who was alone at Cat. There's going to be one more person, the Cypher. Cypher needs to find that kill along with Sova. They do manage to pull it off along with Fur. Beautiful 3K coming in for their team.
I know exactly where you are.
Exactly knows where they are. There's only two players left though, that is KJ and Omen, and now SRM Super Kings look like they are back on track. They are kind of understanding the weaknesses of NSUD Spurs, and yeah, Beast and Killjoy. There's no way they can actually make it work. 2 versus 4, it's really too much to ask for right now, especially with the positioning and also the weaponry that they have. 2 Vandals, I believe. And the economy, man. I mean, okay, 1 Vandal and a Phantom. That's a beautiful glitch pop Phantom, is it? Yeah. So yeah, the economy on them does not look good. So now they're going to have these 2 rifles saved, moving on into the 7th, 8th round, and everyone else is going to be on a semi-buy or maybe an eco as well.
Yep, there's going to be 2 rifles saved, good ones, very important. But look at them, and they know for a fact that they're here. They're looking for the hunt very slow, but I think that save will come through very easily. A lot of people vulnerable, but nonetheless, it's going to be, as you mentioned, heading into this 8th round. There's going to be a couple of people with pistols, and if they manage to pull something out of that, that's going to be really good. But in the meantime, yep, see, there's one person who's managed to come back and pick up a rifle for himself, but everybody else not good in terms of their buys. Right now, it's going to be an equalizer if the side of Kings play it smart. Otherwise, if they again go in to try and fight something weird, they'll be going down very soon.
So yeah, CZ is actually stuck to the right, stuck to the Sheriff, and everyone else seems like they can actually afford. Oh, did he? Oh, that's really unfortunate. He missed his shock dart. That usually does not happen. But yeah, I mean, mistakes are made every now and then. Oh no, I think he tagged 2. He might actually get the kill on the Cypher as well. Never mind. He actually tagged Brim, Sova, and Cypher there. Yeah, Team 2 will be the one getting the kill on the 4. Now it's a 4 versus 5 situation right now. SRM Super King once again on the back for Frank. And Jetsec gets the kill. Now making it back to a 3 versus 5. 3 versus 4. God Beast pulls it back. This round is going back and forth, and now it's all on Frank in a 1 versus 3 Lucy.
What just happened? They had the site, and before entering, they were completely taken on. This is what I said. Kings do have a chance of converting this round, but Kings, I guess, they were clearing the site way too. Without going to the site, they were trying to look forward to kills, because of which they went down there. Because you saw mid market, they're pushed in from that position, they're taken site, and they could have entered it, but they waited a little bit too long. And it was just good night. They were shut down, put into coffins, and Spurs come on top of that round, even though they did not have great buys.
They did not have a really good buy there. I mean, one of them was on a Sheriff, but at the same time, the way that the players are playing with whatever the weaponry they can handle, and Dark is actually going to get spotted with the drone there, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, no one's actually pushing that area. Once again, sees it with beautiful shock darts, not dealing any damage to anyone right now. Oh, did he see him, or was that like 6th sense predictions? Hello.
Nowhere to run. They found my wife.
maybe the nozzle. But look at this. Dark again gets a pick. But in the meantime, DeadSec with a quick trade with his Hunter's Fury. A good one coming through for his team. But they also need to be worried about the lockdown as well as the from the shadows. Before that happens, they lose one body. Frank going down, a very important fragger. Fur in the meantime is looking forward to pick up a lot of kills. But Harry is also saying no to that.
Ooh, poor man. He took down Harry now in a 1 versus 2. Kimchi might actually do this, you know, if he just plays it really safe, but never mind Fur. With a beautiful triple kill for his name. Gets another round on the bow for SM Super Kings. I mean, it's like this. So basically, it's either Reyna popping off or Jet popping off. One of these players are popping off. And once, if they both start being consistent, and consistently good, I mean, not consistently bad. If once they start becoming consistently good, I think this is going to be really easy. Or maybe we can, I mean, I wouldn't say easy. It's going to be a really close fight for in between like Spurs and Super Kings.
Yep, it's going to be a very close fight looking at this. Again, look at this. We are 2-5-4. 9 rounds done. The 10th round coming through. I'm looking forward to this. This match has already gotten me hyped up, and I'm looking forward to what happens. Now, this is going to be, I think, an equal buy coming from both these teams. The recon does come very early to mid. None of the people on the side of defense will get revealed, but they are waiting for another recon coming through. Will they be able to find it or not? Or will they be pushing from the smoke itself?
I mean, now they switched up paces. Completely switching up paces. But Arjia, is it? Oh yeah, he gets one. Frank gets another one. Harry with a beautiful double before going down in the hands of Fur. But now, man advantage still for the side of SRM. Super Kings and CZ. Oh no, that's really unfortunate. But Frank, he misses a few shots as well onto Wazzy Sova there. He comes backing beautifully, lands the headshot onto CZ. Dark in a 1 versus 3 with, you know, Empress activated as well, so he can actually do this. He gets one, but that was a beautiful team coordinated play coming in from Frank. From Frank and Jet, picking at the same exact time. Did not give enough time for Dark to use that dismiss and move away. Secures the 5th round on the board, and now scoreline all tied up, 5-5.
Score completely tied up 5-5, and that's 10 rounds done. 11th round coming online, but a beautiful play, as you mentioned, Edge. The kind of play that we are seeing here, as you mentioned, Fur and Frank. If it's Fur going down, there's going to be Frank. If Frank goes down, it's going to be Fur. So duelists are playing their role really good on top of each other. But with this eco coming through for the side of Spurs, this is going to be a free round if they play it really well. Because we have seen the side of Spurs, they managed to even pull things out on what they should not. This is what I'm talking about. Dark, look at him. He picks 1 kill, he picks 2 and makes his way out. No, make it 3! How?
I know exactly where
Man, this game now, this is what I meant when this is what I meant when I said that, you know, moving on further, we're going to be seeing really, really close matches. This is exactly what I was expecting, and they're giving me exactly what I want. Now SRM Super Kings on the back foot, I would say. Oh yeah, definitely on the back foot right now. Now in that second 1 versus 3, even if you can pull this off, that's absolutely insane. Gets the kill onto Harry. That shotgun will actually push away. Oh man, never mind. He's off the spike. But now, oh no, can he actually get out and get the kill? Lucy? 1 versus 3, just like that.
Okay.
Last round before the
Let's
switch.
make it this way, that Kings, if there's Fur going down, there's going to be Frank. If Frank goes down, there's going to be Fur. And if everybody goes on, there's DeadSec. Wow, that round, DeadSec. Man, oh man, you need to give credit where it's due. As you say, it's the round that he pulled off. What a great play coming from him.
The way, man. I mean, 1 versus 3, and for a second I thought that he was actually, there was no chance that he would actually clutch that round. But he proves me wrong. He proves everyone wrong. Wild Cypher gets the kill onto Reyna, onto that ace shot. And now, once again, SRM on the front foot. This time, that was a beautifully red. Beautifully red there, because they knew that shot was actually going to come into play. And Fur is down to 51 points of health.
What? Look at this. Fur is not even going for a post-plant positioning. He's just staying there. He's trying to pick a kill as they try to enter from short. But there's going to be a Parana hitting his face, but does not matter. DeadSec and Frank will manage to pick 2 people off the board. That's going to be the last 2 players surviving. Harry will manage to get 1 kill, but also become the lone survivor for his team. And before we talk about it, Frank will manage to take him off the board. And that's going to be 7th point coming online for the side of Kings.
Switching sides.
SRM Super Kings, they're on the back foot, right? They were, 4-1? And now they have 5-7. That's a really good confidence boost moving on towards the defensive positioning right now. But now Spurs on the attacking, they might have a tough time. You know, the line is pretty, the agent composition is pretty much the same.
Here.
Just the Killjoy and the Brim, the Killjoy and Omen instead of Cypher and the Brim. So apart from that, the attackers, that is basically the Arena, Sova, and Jet, they're the same. So, you know, if that's the exact, if everything goes the same way, I think SRM are going to walk away the winners of this particular match.
I agree with you. That their setup is going to be really well. Again, look at that. That's the A setup right now where everybody is stacked is really hard to break out from. But in the meantime, it's going to be the Cypher getting the first kill. Dark going out very soon. But look at Harry. Harry has made his way in hell. And he might be able to pick a kill. He does along with Beast. And that's going to be 2 people dropped from defense.
Ooh, Timsy with a beautiful shot on the fur now. Just like that. Spurs with the upper hand once again, and whoa, gets the kill onto Harry in a 3 versus 2 retakes to patient. Look at this, Frank. He was just waiting for that for them to peek, and now Brim gets a kill on the CZ as well in a 1 versus 2 situation. Never mind, because Beast is gonna get slayed by Frank there. Oh my god, how did this happen? 2 versus 4 retake? That was just too good to watch, Lucy.
What a play. I mean, Omen went to take cover, I guess, in that sky smoke, but the door was closed. This is the time when I'm pretty sure he's like, no, I shouldn't have closed the door. Because I think either him or the Killjoy, one of those 2 people closed that door, but ended up being very unfortunate and disadvantage for themselves. I think either a pixel of their leg or hand was spotted from that Omen. But this setup, this is what I was talking about. The setup from the Cypher at A, it's completely denying the entry. I mean, even if they try to break it, there's one more trap that will obviously trap them, or even a Cypher cage that will give sound cues. So the A setup, really good.
Ooh, okay. Let's just dive into the smoke. I thought maybe I'll get a couple of headshots, but that's not gonna be the case. But as I'm Super King once again on the front foot, gets 1. Dark plays it safe, gets the kill, gets another one actually. Wow, that's a gets 1 for his own. And now it's gonna be a 4 versus 3. Frank gets a kill under Dark, pulling it back to 0 versus 3. Frank gets a double. Actually, how is this happening? He's down to 35 points of health actually. And now Omen in a 1v3 Beast does manage to take 1, but he has 2 more opponents to take care of.
2 more opponents to take care of. But one person is low in terms of HP. But what did just Frank do? He completely took down the opponent on a backstab. What a good one. And the angle held from Cypher and the crossfire. So good. I mean, if somebody came in from stairs through B side, there was Frank watching. And if Frank went down, there was nothing for Cypher to do. He should have just waited. He could have gotten the kill. The same thing. If Cypher went down, there was Rena on that crossfire. Beautiful positioning and converting that round. It was all Frank.
And now 4-round lead was out of SRM Super Kings. They were down 3 rounds, and now with the 4-round lead, that's a really good. It's a really good twist in the story that's happening right now. But yeah, it's gonna be another eco coming in from Spurs because they did force the last round. At the same time, I mean, the way that they initiated that particular round, but look at this CZ with those amazing shock darts once again. I think he's actually gonna manage to get the kill. Ooh, almost, just because DeadSec actually used the drone from a really good position. That's exactly why he's alive right now.
That's going to be a really good position. But look at this trade still making the favor of Spurs on a weapon disadvantage round. They're just playing really smart now. Two weapons at least have been recovered from trees. But look at this. Frank is coming in. Frank might be able to get a kill, but the turret has been placed there. So it'll not make things easy. Okay. They've recovered the turret. Now Frank can go in for a peek there. But in the meantime, Cypher is trying to do random sprays. They are waiting for this peek. Frank sees it, but that will be a call, I think, for a rotate.
Spike down mid.
Spike down mid indeed. And now SRM Super Kings once again on the front foot with the spike actually being recovered by Sova there. But now look at Harry's position.
30
He's already
seconds
in the
left.
side with the goddamn shotty in his hand. And I mean, I'm really looking forward to see if the shotty has got the melody, because his position is not looking good. But CZ will make it work. Never mind, shotty has not got the melody. Brim with the kill and also the triple actually. Is it? Yeah, that's multiple kills coming in from Brim. That was a really good round going into the favor of SRM once again. And Spurs, why are they not taking a timeout once again? Why are these teams not taking a timeout?
Yep, I mean, because Spurs had a great start. As you mentioned, they had three rounds lead on their defense, but right now they're not finding their way. They need to take a timeout or at least re-strategize and regroup. Kings did not take a timeout, but still they managed to make a comeback, and Kings are just going on around and around again. Look at this push coming in from Frank. Frank gets two. Frank,
Down mid.
what? He managed to dodge that recon and goes in. Now look at this. He opens complete mid control for his team.
I have the spike.
Gun here.
Man, Frank is, frankly dominating right now, to be honest. Just casually walks in mid, gets a double headshot, and heals himself back to football. It's not enough for it. He gets a kill under Harry, and now this is not looking good for Spurs in a 2 versus 5 situation. 10-5 scoreline. Looks like it's going to be 11-5. That's going to be a 6-round lead for SRM. We might be looking at a potential 13-7 scoreline here, Lucy.
I agree with you. I mean, the opening that Frank managed to do there, and then for coming and getting the third pick, look at them. Spurs are completely astonished. They're not sure what they need to pull off here. They're not sure whether they have to go for a save, because if they go for a save, they're just letting Kings go a little bit closer to match point. If they go for a fight, their creds are not that great.
30
Completely
seconds left.
unaware of what to do. This way Frank managed to push mid with the recon coming through, mind-boggling.
Ooh, mind-boggling indeed. I mean, they are just playing really, really smart right now. And, they're
seconds
just
left.
not playing it smart. They're trying to mess up Spurs' head, and the mindset coming in from Spurs, they're actually trying to beat that first. Oh no, look at that. The position is actually no, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have enough time. Timshi, no! Yes, he does manage to save that. But he's going to count his lucky stars. And now let's see, triple rifle save. Let's see if they can actually put it to good use. Because if they cannot put it to good use, there's no real point of actually saving that round.
Yep. There's no chances of making a comeback from here right now if they don't convert on top of those rifles. At least give those rifles to your top fraggers maybe and work something around that way rather than leaving it with your initiators and sentinel. But right now Spectre is still a good gun. If you are able to convert on top of a Spectre, things will work. But DeadSec says no. But Harry with an immediate trade is bringing things back to their team's favor. But will that continue is what we have to look forward to.
Ooh, and now for the first time, after what, 8 rounds, I think Spurs have the advantage, the man advantage, and Timshi, he's gonna go down and hands Frank. Frank before traded by CZ. Gets another one now. Brim in a 1v2. He does have the ultimate. Can he use it? He's gonna use it. And oh no, almost getting the kill onto both those players there, but it's gonna be CZ with a triple. Oh my god, that's just that's a good round coming in from Spurs. But SRM nothing to be disheartened about. And as I said, those 2 rifles put to good use. So yeah, that was a really clean round from them.
wonderful round coming in from the side of Spurs. I mean, much needed, but still their difference is 5 rounds that they have to get back to back. If they even let one round go away, that's going to be a match point clicking in for the side of Kings, and Kings will be way happy compared to where Spurs are. And one mistake again that we see from Spurs, it will be victory that the side of Kings will be walking away with.
You should run.
That drone is not gonna spot anyone as of now. I think he's about to play around towards the market area right now, but look at this. That lockdown is being initiated, and Hunter's Fury being used as well to make sure that no one's staying in. The side, Brim gets the kill on the Harry, well dark. Gets the kill on the Nolan, and that's it. Once again with a beautiful
Spike
double.
down, B.
Pulling it back, make that a triple. Now Omen, the only one alive actually, is gonna go down. Not gonna say alive for wrong because it's gonna be Frank. Absolutely, destroying
Match point.
all the players on the side of Spurs.
This is what I said. One mistake is all that it matters, and Kings convert on top of it, and DeadSec comes up huge with the 3K for his team. Beautifully played from the side of Kings. You saw as soon as the lockdown came through, Reyna managed to run away from that position, and his team helped. The covers came through, the sky smokes did get dropped down. So that's just beautiful placement of utilities. But right now, coming on the match point, the pressure on Spurs is tripled of what it was.
Ooh. Once again, Honest really being used from that
Right.
second. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually, I agree to everything you just said, Lucy. But at the same time, Spurs can actually make a comeback right now. The only problem, I believe, is the mindset, right? They kind of have this mindset right now moving on into this round that if they lose, if they lose a player, they cannot make a comeback. But yeah, Harry, oh my god, that was a nasty headshot onto Frank, pulling it back to a 4-4. But the one more problem here is the lineups do not have any healers. They have a spear being right now on either side, but having no healer, it's looking really troublesome right now because Cypher and Fur
Enemy remaining.
got one kill for themselves. Argia gets another one. I think we're all done and dusted here, Lucy.
It looks all done and dusted, but look at this over. He's trying to fight as much as possible. His position will get revealed with a neural theft. He does have 30 seconds on the clock, but he needs to run to the side right now, right here. He's not sure of where the players are located, but look at this. There's going to be an operator coming right at his face, and the operator hits a headshot, and that's going to be SRM Super Kings walking away with the victory on the map of Ascent on NSUT Spurs. And as I said in the start, it was two, I would say, dominating teams that fought here, but it was SRM Super Kings coming on top. I mean, their crossfires and their reliability in terms of the number of players that they had was just huge. Frank, if he was not there, there was Fur. If Fur was not there, DeadSec was there. If DeadSec was not there, Dudu was there. And Cypher, I wouldn't count him out because his utility usage, and whenever they needed his utility, he played it really well, especially on the defense. He held the ground strong.
I mean, yeah, he did. He did do his best. At the same time, I mean, Dark, look at it. He did not have a lot of kill difference there when compared to the Reyna on the side of Super Kings. I mean, Frank was going ham with 22 to 12, 1.8 KD there from him. But at the same time, Dark did a really good job as well, playing really, really safe, really, really aggressive when needed. And yes, CZ shock darts, man. I mean, that was just too good to watch. Like two really early shock dart kills at the beginning of the match, but after that, they kind of got shut down after Frank and DeadSec. After that specific clutch from DeadSec in the 1 versus 3. And no, wait, never mind. That wasn't even the turning point. The turning point was actually the Fur getting the kills and Harry choking there. Actually, that kind of turned the tables around. And that's exactly where SRM Super Kings kind of started picking the pace up, and everything went wrong for Spurs from then.
I completely agree with you on that. I mean, it was that round where Fur got a 3K and converted the round when his own or the opponent Jet, or I'm not sure, CZ, one of them choked there, and that just went down in the favor of SRM Super Kings. That was the start of their comeback, and once they started off, it did not look like they gave even a single opportunity for the opponent. So that was just beautifully played from the side of SRM Super Kings to convert that to a victory. NSUT Spurs, not a lot lost. They did win their first match, as I said. This is the second match that they've lost, so there's going to be a couple of more that they can play around with. They need to learn from this. So the initial match that they fought, they did do a one-sided domination, but that was a different team. SRM is a different team, and as I mentioned, you need to watch out for an opponent now, because everybody, almost all the teams right now, have at least played one match each. So that is going to be what you have to look at. Who's going to be the top fragger? Who's going to be the reliable player? Who's going to be that player who can change things in an instant? So these kind of players you have to look out for, I would say, for every team out there.
True that. I mean, we are only done with 2 matches. We still have a few matches to go, and both being Ascent. Yeah, I understand fan favorite, this and that, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to see different matches right now. But more about that later. I mean, we're done with 2. You know what time it is, Lucy? It's time for a really short break, and we'll be back. So, guys, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. This is Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. We were done with 2 matches for the day on the map of Ascent, 2 more to go, and we are looking forward to what those maps and teams are. I mean, we did see the schedule earlier for all the 4 matches and the 8 teams that are playing, and as I mentioned, we are going to be seeing a lot of repetitive names coming through. And with the repetitive names coming through Edge, do you think these teams have worked their mistakes and bought a better strategy play today?
They must have. I mean, we have seen a lot of teams already go head to head against each other, and once again back with I mean, definitely digging an icebox. Ooh, that is something we did not see, and I kind of predicted it. So yeah, I mean, New Horizon Super Blasters going head to head against Tech Near Geniuses. I mean, we were calling them Tech Genius, and they were absolutely dominant on the map of Essence. And now we are back with them on the map of Icebox. So this is going to be really interesting to watch. I'm really looking forward to see what these teams bring to the table, and at the same time, you know, the agent selection is going to be really interesting. And there he is, Urta Teams. I mean, yeah, I'm a Teams fan, so yeah, I'm kind of excited to see him play.
Yep, I mean, right now, Icebox, something new to the flavor that's coming in. I'm really hyped up just as you are because we have missed other maps. To be outright plain and dumb with everybody, we have missed the spice of other maps. So let's look into the selections coming through. There's going to be a soft pick of a Yoru coming in from the side of Super Blasters. I'll be wishing for that pick coming through for them, but in the meantime, there's going to be a Viper, Phoenix, Sova, Jet, and Yoru soft picks coming through. Technia Geniuses, we have seen this. Professor was playing a Killjoy, if I'm correct, in the previous time. Mutta Chims was playing his Omen. But look at the other players. There's going to be a Sage along with
Select
Jet
your
and
agent.
a Sova. So the pick is kind of same, but they're missing a Viper.
They're missing a Viper indeed. But yeah, the picks, man, kind of iffy on Tech Geniuses, you know. Since they're starting off with the attackers, I did expect to see maybe a Sky instead of a Sova and a Viper. But, you know, I mean, if you're actually confident with your team's composition, why do you have to change it, right? It doesn't matter what map it is, you don't really have to change it. But at the same time, Viper being picked up on the side of New Horizon. Looking forward to that, Lucy.
I really agree. I mean, Viper on this map, there's been a couple of teams who have managed to deny Viper of her place on the map of Icebox. So if Technia Geniuses are able to do that, I'm looking forward to it. But on the other end, New Horizon Super Blasters kind of, I would give their pick a little bit of an advantage compared to the pick of Technia Geniuses for a fact that Viper is there. That's the only thing. I mean, Phoenix is still there. They do have a flasher, but again, they're playing the defense role right now. So again, I've talked about this. If they manage to pick up an operator, another strong play and a strong hold on defense that we can see.
No. No.
Another strong defense we might be seeing, but at the same time, the way that these teams have actually played last time, they were two dominant teams. So moving on to this round, I mean to this game, if one of those teams once again seem to be dominant, I think we already know who's going to be the strongest team from Group E. That is.
I agree with you. As you mentioned, both of these teams were really strong, and you can see immediately trades coming across the board. They're going to bring it back to a 4v4. A beautiful Paranoia connects with the Sage, and they get their entry into A side. The spike should come down as soon as possible. When I talk about it, it's going to be the spike coming down. Look at the player coming through. They don't have a Viper. They did not have a lot of utility in their entry play, but with that play coming in just from Omen on mid, beautiful start.
Once again, both teams doing really good. Oh, that team gets a kill on the side before going down in the hands of Lightning. Now 3 was a 3v situation. That spike has been taken for a few seconds now. Professor SV gets the kill onto Sova, and now 3 versus 2 retake looks kinda impossible. Professor SV, beautiful headshot onto Viper, and now, I mean, Phoenix, he did try. Doesn't really matter because it's gonna be SV once again with a beautiful 3k in the first round. That's a really good confidence boost for Tech Geniuses.
I agree with you. This is going to be a really good confidence boost for the side of Technia Geniuses. They are converting even though the Viper is on the other end. So, as I mentioned, a lot of teams have been changing up this kind of a Viper play coming through. And it's on a given day, it's not just about a Viper giving an advantage for your team, it's about how good your team is with the agent coming through. And I think right now, Technia Geniuses started really comfortable in their picks.
Careful.
Technia Geniuses, the way they are playing right now is really, really good. I mean, it's still the first round, right? But we already know what their true potential is. We did see them go head to head against another team, but I would still say that they were not challenged enough. But at the same time, the way that they make their plays, not just the aim game, but the gameplay and the ability usage, like what we see right now, is just too good coming in from those geniuses.
I agree with you. Beautiful play. There'll be a Viper snake bite that will deny the plan coming through, but nonetheless, it's TJ will get the spike down and will manage to run back as well. But in the meantime, this is going to get to be a retake situation, and there's not going to be no backstab. But in the meantime, Legendary will find a beautiful kill on Lightning, and Legendary with another. That's going to be his third, and is looking for the fourth. He finds it. He's going to go for a dash. Does not work out in his favor, but SV and Kyle will clean up that round. Again, Technia Geniuses, when it was due to fight, they went in.
Tech Geniuses, the way they executed, and they stayed alive, man. That was something insane. I mean, if you took a look at the positions they were holding post plan, the crossfires they set up, I don't think most of the people have actually noticed that, but the crossfire they set up was 3-1. So basically what I mean by that is that they were, instead, like, when you say crossfire, that's actually two people holding each other's angle, but they were holding three angles at the same time for one guy. So that's like next level team coordination. That's exactly why they are on top right now, even in the bonus round.
Standing.
Oh my god, even in the bonus round we might be seeing a flawless round coming in, Lucy.
You called it. Flawless.
Whew.
Man, oh man. The side of Technia Geniuses, I'm not sure whether they picked the map or it was Super Blasters, but if it was Geniuses, they are making it work. I mean, the map of Icebox, the way they have started things off, look at them. They got free upgrades of rifles for a couple of people there. Yes, I think there's only one Spectre they carried back, but nonetheless, they can still play with those Spectres. But what I'm looking at is going to be an operator on attacking end. This is something that I'm looking forward to in terms of how good they'll be able to pull off. But Altop being picked very quick.
Being picked, as you said, beautiful flash. Why was Fury Fighter not fighting it? Maybe Fury Fighter not so furious, but Professor is super aggressive right now. Gets another one for his name. That's going to be a double. Moving on into the round, and now Sage with a beautiful looking Sheriff. That's a battle bot skin, by the way. Guess taken down, Ashley. I don't know the hand. It's going to be Sova. But it's Ash 007 gets the kill. And he's instantly out by Kyle, who is instantly out by Napster. I mean, I'm going to say it again. Who's instantly out by Professor SV. Professor SV, he's feeling himself right now. And that's a beautiful sovereign operator on Legendary as well.
I want to ask Professor SV if he's actually using a professor's name from his college. Because we know, right? I'm pretty sure we would have professors like that, SV, and with short names. So maybe something, but right now he's doing justice for that name. Whether that professor is completely dominant or not, this guy is proving really strong for his team.
True that. And now when you said that, I kind of had this weird thought in my head. I was like, what if it's the professor actually playing? I mean, I know it's not possible. It's all the students. But what if, Legendary gets the kill on the Ash. But yeah, what if the professor is playing? And okay, maybe he's the favorite student of the professor, right? That's why he's kind of paying tribute to the professor there. But yeah, whatever it is, like whatever the reason may be, I'm pretty sure Professor SV, if you're watching this, you gotta be really proud about your student there if you're an actual professor. Yeah, 4-0 in the in favor of Tech Genius. Might be looking at a potential 5-0.
I agree with you. A beautiful play coming in from the side of Technia Geniuses, and I did ask for an operator play coming in from the side of defense, but look at what Legendary is doing. He's picking up the operator, going insane and taking kills. And look at this. Right now, they don't even want to go for taking control of their defender spawn and get the spike down and retreat for a post-plant fight.
4 versus 5. Make it 3 versus 5 because teams just got another kill onto Napster. Oh my god, that was close. That was a bit too close to comfort. But yeah, nevertheless, it's going to be a 3 versus 5. Tech Geniuses just have a 2-man advantage. And looking at the positioning right now, I don't think New Horizon Super Blasters have anything in store. But yeah, that's a fair fight. Teams on the trailer, 1 versus 1. Lightning once again just stabs the bomb and gets away. Professor SV, beautiful shot on the stage. Teams almost got the kill onto Phoenix, but never mind. It's going to be the other way around, and Lightning, he does manage to secure the operator for Jet, moving on into the 6th round right now.
Utta James was at a really good position over there out from kitchen. I mean, I did think that he would have taken Phoenix out. Phoenix was going in for the save of the operator, but might be fortunate. They're lucky right now. They managed to get the operator, the only good rifle that they managed to get back. Maybe there are others, but okay, Kyle is just having his fun time with the spike right now. But in the meantime, they need to be worried about the 5 rounds that they've lost on the side of Super Blasters.
Ooh. Yep. Oh no, man. Fury Fire missing the shot with the Blade Storm, while Kyle gets the kill on the Jet and also takes down the run it back. Now that is scary. I mean, if your Sage can do that, yeah, I mean, New Horizon, you kind of have to start worrying. Napster, how did you miss that? That was just sad to watch that, Lucy.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt really bad for Napster there, because him missing that shot is just making sure his teammates are falling on the other end. Legendary finds a kill. Legendary, look at him not stopping. He's already made his way to Boiler, and he might be able to pick one more. And now with Operator on Napster, it looks like Legendary wants to take this away from his face. And it's gonna be Napster. What a quick change. He managed to get that Operator out from the attacking half, but Utta achieves this time. This guy does not miss. That's gonna be a 3K for him.
Ooh. 6-0 in the favor of Tech Geniuses. New Horizon, take a timeout. I mean, I keep saying this. Oh wait, just when I said take a timeout, Urta team just said no. Okay, I mean, obviously, if you're on the side of Tech Geniuses, you don't want the timeout to come in play, because New Horizon, you know, they might actually make a comeback. They might rethink their strats. The defensive plays they're making are not working out right now. Ooh, okay, they actually want a timeout. Oh boy, Lucy, this is something new.
The timeout is interesting. They need the timeout right now for the side of Super Blasters. What some team is calling it right now is, as you mentioned, even I'm
Super
surprised.
Blasters, I guess.
Till multiple rounds that we have seen, teams are not taking a timeout. They're just going in however they are. They're not going in for an hard eco. They're not even strategizing on having a plan B if something goes south. But this time, Super Blasters are thinking about it, because as we talked about before of this matchup, both these teams have put up a dominant performance when they faced other teams. Right now, New Horizon Super Blasters are looking that they're getting completely wrecked in front of Technia Geniuses, and they're unable to figure out a counter play. They're unable to put forth force of their own in brute force coming from the side of Geniuses.
Brute force indeed coming in from Tech Geniuses, the way that they are pushing. And you know, it's not just the dealers. I mean, even the controllers, and especially Kyle being on that stage, is being absolutely dominant. And you know, it looks like all they care about is finishing this match as soon as they can. Maybe they have a party to attend, or maybe they just want to study, you know. I mean, it's exams time, kind of. Maybe they just want to study, or maybe they just want to have a really good time for the match. So whatever it is, Tech Geniuses, they're in a hurry to finish this. And New Horizon, this is their chance to make a comeback. This should be the beginning of the comeback. If not, Tech Geniuses might actually walk away 13-3.
I agree with you. Now with the timer getting resumed. Chat, what do you think? Will there be a comeback with this quick timeout that came in through? But in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. But Legendary says good night to Napster's Ultimate, and that's going to be Napster very quickly going down.
I mean, he just popped up his ult. That was, oh my god, that was just disgusting. The way Fury Fighter just got the kill there, gets it. Oh, that was Utah Teams. I'm really sorry. Got the kill onto Jet. Poof, and Sage is in a really tough spot. But look at Utah Teams. He's just sliding. Ooh. He just slides and gets the kill on his Sage. He was just dancing there. That was beautiful to watch, by the way. And Phoenix did not see that coming. Omen did not see that coming. What the hell was that from Ash? Beautiful shot on Urta, but he's gonna go down in the hands of Professor. SB, nevertheless, yeah, that was kind of an eco, I guess, or was that a force? But yeah, it was actually a force by coming in. So now Tech Genius is 7-0. New Horizon, no answers yet.
I need to also check with Urta teams now. What is that footwork? Like, how do you manage to like move like that? How is that possible? I mean, it's I'm still wondering right now. But Utta teams, whatever he did that was funny, and even at the same time, he read the opponent. That's just beautiful. Reading the opponent, you have at least made the game less difficult. Like, you've just completely turned things around, like 0.5 in your favor.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm kind of, what was he doing? Pressing 80 at the same time. He was just sliding there, just like how I slide into your DM, Lucy. Yeah. So.
No, that's not going to be right. Everybody's going to be spamming now.
Gosh. So yeah, Tech Geniuses, man, they are feeling themselves right now. Okay, not in a kinky way, but at the same time, the way that they're playing, Tech Geniuses looks like they're on for 13-0, I can say, but I just don't want to jinx it, man. Maybe I already did just by saying it, and now Naps actually heard. I heard Jet there. He's gonna get spotted through the wall there by the recon. That Legendary gets a kill on but Naps gets a kill on TJ. Professor just randomly shoots through. Legendary with a legendary shot on the Fury. That was absolutely insane to watch.
Spike planted.
Insane it is. He gets the spike down. He gets the third K and he's going out. No, he's not. Naked, he's coming back for a follow-up and two operators. Kyle gets a pick. Technia Genius is right now on another level. I mean, I'm trying to hold myself off of screaming right now because that was insane for Legendary to dash into sight and get a top angle shot on his own counterpart, the doppelganger. Beautiful play, and look at this. Everybody on the side of Super Blasters are smothered right now. 3 kills is what the topmost player has done, and that's the Jet. 3 kills. How? Ooh.
Once again, man, that team gets a kill on an Asher, and this, yeah, Crispy is indeed. But that was a beautiful flash. But how the hell did Kyle even still manage to get the kill on the Lightning? That was not supposed to happen. I thought that he was actually going to get the double kill with the Judge being in his hand, and also both the players were actually flashed, right? So I thought maybe like for a slight second there, maybe he would get the kill. But taking a look at the New Horizons player, they do have the Undertree, and it's going to be instantly used. It's going to be Ulta teams once again. Backstabbing. It's going to be never mind. No knife here. Oh my god. Okay, Sage should have actually got the kill. Before Urta teams actually got the kill on the Sova there. He's going to get instantly revived. That's going to be a 3 versus 4 weekday situation here, but the spikes have already been ticking for 10 seconds, 40 seconds on the clock. Lucy, what do you think? 9-0?
Yep, it's going to be a 9-0 because look at their defending Jet. He's far off. He's trying to fight off with his clone. Legendary comes on top. There's going to be a healing op coming soon, very soon for Rena, and I'm pretty sure might also get healed. And as I say, Professor does get healed along with Legendary coming in for another shot from mid. This man was lurking at A, gets a kill from a lurker who was trying to backstab him, and then comes in for a follow-up kill at mid. The timing, the thought process, and I'm not sure if these people are using comms or not, because in between I'm pretty sure you guys also as viewers heard this, that Rena was a couple of times, or even Sage a couple of times, was giving in-game like voice lines saying plant the spike. So if they're not using their comms and they're just playing this well, I'm blown.
Yeah, true that. And Fury Fighter this time gets a kill on the Professor SV, who's gonna get instantly revived by Kyle, and now with the teams gets the kill on the Jet. Now pulling it back into the favor of Tech Geniuses because he was revived. So yeah, 4 versus 5 man advantage on the side of Tech. But look at Jet, man, the way that he's playing right now is absolutely insane. But TJ gets a kill onto the clone. As 007 going down stage with another kill onto Legendary 3 versus 4. Retake situation here.
Standing.
The retake is not working out. Kyle picks off 2 people. It's all up to Napster right now. Napster's position known. One pick comes through, a clean headshot landed. The Napster needs to find another one. He's completely flustered. He did not know where to look, and he loses, man, along with his life as well. It was a good try, but nonetheless, it did not work out for the side of Super Blasters. And as we walk around with rounds and rounds, it's going to be double digits coming online. 2 rounds left from the side of attack or defense, and right now I'll just call it attack because right now Technia Geniuses are on their own and they're completely taking round after round and pulling multiple rounds in their favor. Double digits online, and it looks like they're going to close this 12-0, and if that happens, I'm not sure what happened within a couple of days on the side of Super Blasters that they're losing this high. But in the meantime, Lightning goes in for a very fast fight, gets 2 people along with Ash, who gets the 3rd pick for his team, and completely crumbled the side of Technia Geniuses within the blink of an eye. And I think this is what they wanted. They understood they were a little bit way too passive and letting the side of Technia Geniuses come through, and I think that's where they were losing fights. They were letting the side of Technia Geniuses push their own momentum and play through.
Yep, that is true. And Tech Geniuses, they are having a really good time right now. But New Horizon, for the first time, they have 3-man advantage now. Tech Geniuses, they kinda have to, play smart. I mean, they can still pull it off, right? I mean, both Omen, that is Urta teams, and Sova, that is it's TJ. They can actually make it work. That was a beautiful shot coming in. But now in a 2 versus 4, let's see how it works out.
30 seconds left.
How are you turning this around, TJ, with the 3rd kill on a follow-up? Utta Cheems has the spike. He needs to run away from this position. He's trying to fight for his life. In the meantime, Viper, oh my god, misses with a crosshair, and it's TJ on the 4th one. Oh my god.
Last round in the half.
Technia Geniuses, you guys are insane. Irrespective whether it's your duelist online, whether it's going to be your controller, or whether it's going to be your initiator, things crumbled, things fell apart. With a lead of 3 men, how did you lose that, Super Blasters? How?
That was actually depressing. Kind of, I mean, I'm kind of happy that I actually called it, but at the same time, I kind of feel bad for New Horizon Super Blasters. I thought they were going to get the first round on the board for themselves, but that is not the case. And as I said, I mean, Omen and Sova, they pulled it back, a 4K from TJ, and Omen getting a beautiful entry, and now Sage once again getting the first blood onto Legendary. Oof, once again a mad advantage for New Horizon Super Blasters. Let's see if they can actually make it work. It's TJ, on the other hand, gets a kill on the nap, so while Ash gets a kill on the Urta. Sage with a double for himself. TJ actually with a double as well. 2 versus 3 again. Lucy, do you think Super Blasters might actually walk away the winners this time? It's a 1 versus 3, by the way.
It's all up to TJ. TJ with a classic finds a kill. TJ brings it back to an ace, but very unfortunate. He uses the ropes. Lightning, you cheeky player. Man, oh man, that was just disgusting to watch. Oh my god. Lightning might be feeling good, but it's TJ's ace. I'm feeling bad for him. But yeah, credit is due for him. He managed to play it smart there.
Damn, dude, TJ. He was so low on HP, and he still managed to get multiple kills that round and almost ace clutched it for his team. And yeah, I kind of jinxed it again, Lucy. 30-0, not gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, 31 is still gonna be a really good score, but it depends if Tech Geniuses actually win this particular round. But at the same time, if New Horizons Super Blasters win this round and win the next one, obviously it's going to be a 3-11. And if Tech Geniuses can do it on the defensive, on the attacking side, I'm pretty sure Super Blasters can do it on the attacking as well.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody is able to completely perform like that, yep, you have a really good chance. Legendary's position known right now, but he has a sheriff, so they need to have be ready for this kind of a crispy aim coming through. But Legendary, he's going to stick that ult up and will be punished for that mistake. Ash takes him down, nobody to trade for him, but Professor will come back. Even though he was late, he still gets a kill. Professor is looking for his second. He might be able to pick, but now Fury Fighter is not letting that pick go away. He comes in for a late pick, and Professor SV punishes that. He gets one more for his team, and I think Technia Geniuses got their opening even though Legendary went down.
Oh my god, once again Tech with the upper hand even in the pistol round, and that Sage is actually playing a really crucial part, healing at the right times and also staying alive. And not just that, that Sage is actually kind of being a battle Sage for the side of Tech Geniuses. He's the one actually taking multiple fights. I'm pretty sure his average combat score is going to be higher than most of the teammates, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, 11-1 Tech Geniuses. I think they're good to go.
I agree with you. Right now, the side of Technia Geniuses are comfortable where they are. They have got the upper hand in terms of advantage in the number of players they are alive. But look at this again. Super Blasters, not sure why they went into smoke. 3 of them went in, and because of its Lightning will get a kill. Napster will get one, but Professor still alive. He's on a 3k. He might be able to find 2, but the spike does come through. Sage will get a 1. It's TJ coming in clutch. It brings him back to a 1v1, but Lightning, look at him. He's going in for a backstab. It's TJ needs to run away from this position as soon as possible, and both of them miss just by an inch.
Ooh, 1v1 situation, Lightning versus TJ. Both these players that we know that have a really good aim, but that shot that was absolutely on point. And now Lightning is down to really low points of health. It's all going to be depending on the headshot. If he's going to land it, it's not going to happen because it's going to be TJ with the clutch. And looks like it's TJ. It's calling for a GJ.
Man, oh man. TJ, what just happened here? TJ, like, we did not see TJ on the starting of the rounds. He was like just giving recon information, shock darts and owl drone, only these things. But all of a sudden, as we were coming close to the end of the first half, he popped off insane. He's close to his top fraggers. Playing insane right now. Technia Geniuses on match point want to close it right here, right now.
They definitely want to close it right here, right now. And yeah, this is going to be a first round coming in from New Horizon because they really have no other options moving on. But it looks like it's going to be a hard push. And Ash with the first kill onto TJ. Nice shot has been called. So, when TJ says it's a nice shot, it's definitely a nice shot. While Professor gets one before going... Oh, actually, it's going to be Kyle trading him out. And SV gets the kill onto Phoenix, pulling it back to a 3 versus 3. That Empress. Oh, no. I mean, Sova almost gets caught off guard there. That's it.
Done and dusted. Edge. It was about to be an ace. Professor, at least like a lot of people from the side of Technology Geniuses ended up with a 3 or 4k, and even I guess 2 rounds they were close to an ace. I would have wished for them to get an ace, but looking at their performance, they do have a lot more opportunities and a lot more fights that they can get an ace on. But right now, it's going to be all of us feeling bad for the side of New Horizon Super Blasters because they could not repeat their dominant performance, rather just got dominated from their opponent right now. Look at them. There's no double digits compared. I mean, the highest skill on the side of Super Blaster is the lowest skill from the side of Technia Geniuses. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good game coming in. And, really glad to see that it's on the map of Icebox as well. These players tried something really, really new. And looks like Tech Geniuses, they had strats prepared on the map of Icebox. Looks like Super Blasters, they were caught by surprise by that map pick. But yeah, Professor SV 22.5, that's a 4.3. What's the 4.3 or 4.4 KD? Yeah, look at that econ rating. 178, that's absolutely insane. But at the same time, Legendary does have 106 econ rating as well. So both the duelists did a really good job in terms of recon rating, at the same time the kills as well. It's TJ 13, Legendary 13, Urta team sitting on 14. So that was a pretty balanced kills. Professor SV just popped up. Like, he was on a different level right there. Hash sitting on 7. All the players on the side of defenders there, that was a really good. I wouldn't say really good. They did try their best, but at the end, the way that Professor and TJ Utta teams especially were playing. I mean, Utta team did not get a lot of kills, but he was getting those crucial frags. He was getting the frags that actually made impact on the round. While Professor SV was just sweeping off, TJ and Utta teams, they just cleared corners for SV. They just made way for SV.
I agree with you. I mean, SV, we saw him as a killjoy on the first match that he played, now changing up to a complete different role, and such a fast-paced role such as Arena just goes to say that this man has a capability of playing different roles and different agents. So he's going to be a crucial player. Legendary, we did see him frag out insane. In the previous matchup, he did the same right now as well. So the whole team of Technia geniuses, they did not dull down even for a second. Everybody came up huge. Everybody put up their performances when it was needed. But Super Blasters at the end of the match today fell not even a little short, but way short of what they put forth in their previous matchup. Nonetheless, again, nothing to be disheartened for them. It's going to be a learning curve. And as I mentioned, teams have played at least one match in this matchup of College Esports Championship. So the other teams need to look forward to their matches. Who's their top fragger? Who's their initiator? Who plays outplays? And things like that is what they have to watch through the stream. So everybody out there, look forward to doing that, because that's what is going to help you. Because everybody here, it's not your pro tournament that you see guys in a daily basis. It's going to be completely out new fraggers. And with that, third match is done. We'll be heading into the fourth match. And again, I'm pretty sure me and you, both of us, will be happy, because again, we are heading into the map of Icebox.
Yeah, that is something that puts a smile on my face. I mean, I don't mind watching it back to back after all the Ascent picks that's been happening. Watching Icebox back to back. It's kind of refreshing, to be honest. The map is refreshing as well with all the ice and snow there. But yeah, SRM, Sonipod, Blitz going on head to head against AIT Star Blazers. These two teams, once again, have done a really good job in the first matches. And we know what they bring to the table, right? But once again, these teams were not tested enough. But now, going head to head on the map of Icebox, we get to see a lot more cool stuff, a lot more smart plays, a lot more outplays coming in from these teams. So once again, I think Viper is going to play a crucial role, but at the same time, I still think the Sky needs to be picked on the map of Icebox.
I agree with you. Viper is going to play a crucial part if you use it properly. We saw in the previous match, Viper was not being used at our best. I mean, you could have put toxic screens that could have completely denied vision, rather than it was being placed at a single position at B and was of no use. Every time the fight was coming at A, or the fight was initially already picked at mid or somewhere, and they would have lost player count in their favor. So it did not work in the previous round. On the other hand, it did work in the team's control who just had an Omen as a controller. So I'm looking forward to people using Viper at her best and making sure they convert round on top of her, rather than somebody coming in with a controller as Omen or Astra even to completely turn the round around. I mean, I'll be really loving it, but with the usual Viper picks coming through, we have not seen really good Viper plays. And Sky also, as you mentioned, if there is no Sova, Sky will still play a crucial role, because her Hawks will still give you an information of not how many players are there, but at least that you have blinded players in a particular position. So that's going to be crucial in case you're trying to get a little more aggressive. I'm pretty sure that if they use the flash the second time and go in for a peek, they might be able to catch at least 1 or 2 kills for free.
I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with everything you said, but at the same time, I mean, having Sova on the map of Icebox, okay, but you don't have a lot of lineups, right? You cannot do, you cannot have those shock darts like the way you would have it on the map of Ascent or on the map of Haven. So Icebox, as I said, not a great map for Sova, but it's still a pretty decent map. But I would still prefer Sky because of all the reasons that you have already mentioned. But yeah, talking about duelists as well, I think Raze would be a better pick instead of Phoenix. I mean, we've seen that Phoenix did do a really good job last match, I'm sorry. But yeah, at the same time, I think Raze would be a really good option because of the nades and the boom boards, clearing out angles, and the satchel giving you the advantage to just rush into the site, along with maybe Jet's dash. And if you have that, maybe you should just pick an Astra, because you can clear sites, clear angles with the gravity pull and also the concussion on the plant. And with post plant positions with Astra, there are like numerous possibilities. So these are all like some things that these teams can try, and that's exactly what we are looking for, right? These teams are all like underrated teams, a lot of new teams. Maybe we get to see a lot of pro players, I would say, just because they're in the scene and they're in the colleges as well. So they might be representing their colleges, but at the same time, we are going to be hearing a lot of these players' names in the future, Lucy. That's for sure.
I agree with you. But before we see what kind of agents coming through, what kind of plays they manage to make, we'll be heading to a quick break. I'm pretty sure you're not liking the break, but yep, we'll be getting into a quick break and be back to see the action in just a few minutes. But he will be able to get an operator kill. Maybe no, he gets flashed there. He's trying to run for his life. And run and gun from maybe is not working. This is still too high there. With the right click, Harry will land it as well as his being caught this time. Nobody contesting it. They're playing smart. They're a little bit slow. But look at this. They're not anticipating a backstab. Dark gets one. Dark gets two. And they're right now with 9 rounds down. They need to look for the third round because being highly defense favored map, they can do something on the half. But Dark is saying no. Dark is going for one. Just random sprays across, a lot of bodies going down, and Jet right where the players will be coming from. One gets spotted and A shot is going to showers, but there's a great ding, takes out Spooky, and look at him pushing to CT, the confidence. Dimshi will get one, and it's all up to Jet, who's on seat.
Right behind him, maybe even knife, never mind. Yash Boris, in a 2 versus 4 situation, he can get one. Yep, CT is good for another one if you ask me. That's all I get. Maybe that's another one, he's going to go to zero surprises, right?
That's going to be Devil taking one down, but CC is surviving. CC was only.
Maybe they're waiting for the silence space. It's going to push away a moment. From his position, he's actually inside the shooter. Inside the shooter, just go down. That's all the timing right there. He's really using the position right to the right. Down with another beautiful shot on the Jet. Yeah, sorry, right there. Once again, with the triple, he might just get the fourth. He gets a lot of damage on the kill, but he's going to heal himself. But no, Dark is not going to stop. He's on for the ace once again. You'll hit it. Oh no, it's all. That's really unfortunate. That is no, but rush what I did. Another one as well. That was a situation here. What is it on the clock? And Reyna will actually go down here. Yep.
Side of attack on this retake from the
right now, there's no time, but they kind of did go back to what is new. And now
the side of defenders, they're unable to hold the side, they're unable to hold the push. Look at this legendary already. No, he's not doing legendary. Nonetheless, gets two there. He says that's okay. Reyna, you stole my kill. Legendary 3. As legendary, is very soon going to get the first kill. He sees the Reyna, but
that's a really good place and also makes a really good move. But right now, it looks like Tech Genius is another one. That's actually
a little bit back and also waits a lot of time, but Nate Boy gets the first kill. Will also
revive on to Phoenix, but never mind. There's no time. It's DJ. That's a well played round for him. He gets
losing that rifle. That's going to be a very important one as weaponry lost. Church coming into play. Push will get that kill, but kill Kyle will get one. Kyle will get two.
And looking at the place right now, I don't think there's any way that they can actually do it. But yeah, I mean, Rasmalai, he's gonna get caught.
Of the geniusness, but that will get destroyed immediately from the Hunter's Fury. The same Hunter's Fury gets used from TJ and also gets a kill. Make it a second kill.
Yeah, I mean, the other players are actually big genius. It's actually
Is over indeed. As he picks one, he's gonna there, but he will be able to get an operator kill. Maybe no, he gets flashed there. He's trying to run for his life, and run and gun from Levy is not working. His is pinned too high there with the right click. Harry will land it as well as his being popped this time. Nobody contesting it. They're playing smart. They're a little bit slow, but look at this. They're not anticipating a backstab. Dark gets one, Dark gets two, and there right now with 9 rounds down, they need to look for the third round because being highly defense favored map, they can do something on the half. But Dark is saying no. Dark is going for one. Just random space across, a lot of bodies going down in Jet right now. Where the players are going. One gets spotted at no shot, he's going to showers, but there's a great ding, takes out Spooky, and look at him pushing to CTs. The confidence. She will get one, and it's all up to Jet who's on seat.
right behind me. Maybe even like, never mind. As far as, 2 versus 4 situation, he can get one. Yep, CZ is good for another one if you ask me. And that's what's all going to be on the timing. That's another one. He's going to go to the Pharaohs right
And that's going to be Devil taking one down, but CC is surviving. CC was on me.
He's going to push away Owen from his position. He's actually Chad the Juvenile. Chad the Juvenile is going to go down. That's all the timings right there. He's clearly using the doesn't right. With another beautiful shot on the jet. Yeah. Sorry, right there. Once again, great the triple. He might just get the fourth. He gets a lot of damage on the kill, but he's going to hit himself. But no, that is not going to stop. He's going for the ace once again. Yo, here. Oh no, it's all. That's really unfortunate. That is yes, as well. But right when I did manage to get the kill on the legend, that was a beautiful play. Oh, he gets another one as well. Now it's a good situation here. What is it? The god of never actually go down here. Yep.
They're unable to hold the push. Look at this legendary already got it. He's not legendary. Nonetheless, gets 2 there. He says, that's okay, Rena, you stole my kill. Legendary agree. As Legendary is very soon going to get the 4th kill. He sees the Rena, but
they'll have some really good plays and also make some really good moves. But right now, it looks like Tech Geniuses are the ones that's actually
a little bit back and also waits a loss of time. But Nate Boy gets the first kill. Will also
revive onto Phoenix, but never mind. There's no time. It's DJ. That's a well played round for him. He gets the
losing that rifle. That's going to be a very important one. As weapon we lost. Judge coming into play. Push will get that kill, but still Kyle will get one. Kyle will get 2.
And looking at the plays right now, I don't think there's any way that they can actually do it. But yeah, I mean, Rasmalai is gonna get caught.
Of technical geniuses, but that will get destroyed immediately from the Hunter's Fury. The same Hunter's Fury gets used from PG and also gets a kill. Make it a second kill.
Yeah, I mean, the other three are actually Tech Genius is actually.
my god, misses with the crosshair and then
I'm going out. The position there, but Rosie gets. Oh, look how this goes.
Nightmare is over indeed. As he picks one, he's gonna there, but he will be able to get an operator kill. Maybe no, he gets flashed there. He's trying to run for his life, and run and gun from Levy is not working. His is ping too high there with the right click. Harry will land it as well as his. Got this time. Nobody contesting it. They're playing smart. They're a little bit slow, but look at this. They're not anticipating a backstab. Dark gets one, Dark gets two, and there right now with 9 rounds down, they need to look for the third round because being highly defense favored map, they can do something on the half. But Dark is saying no. Dark is going for one. Just random space across, a lot of bodies going down the jet right where the players will be coming from. One gets spotted, and Hazard is going to showers, but there's a great thing. Takes out Spooky, and look at him pushing to CT. The confidence. Will get one and it's all up to the jet who's on seat.
Right behind him, maybe even like never mind. Yeah, of course, in a 2 versus 4 situation, he can get one. Yep, CC is good for another one if you ask me. That's it's all gonna be on the timing. That's another one. He's gonna go into favor of surprises right now.
I think so because look at them. That's going to be Devin taking one down, but CC is surviving. CC was on me.
From his position, he's actually inside the tube, and inside the tube, and he's gonna go down. That's all the timing right there. He's will be using doesn't right. Target another beautiful shot on the jet. Sorry, right there. Once again, great this report. He might just get the ball. He gets a lot of damage on the kill. He's gonna hit himself. But no, Dark is not gonna stop. He's on for the hit. Once again, you'll hit. Oh no, it's all. That's really unfortunate. That is a long rush, but I did not get the goal out of the way there. That was a beautiful play. Oh, he gets another one as well. That looks okay. What is it? The dog is going to actually go down here. Yeah.
On this video.
Right now, there's one time, but they kind of did what the back would do versus 2. And now
To the side of defenders, they're unable to hold the side. They're unable to hold the push. And look at that, Legendary already got it getting one. So no, he's not. It's going to be Legendary. Nonetheless, gets 2 there. He says that's okay. Rena, you stole my kill. Legendary is 3. As Legendary is very soon going to get the 4th kill. He sees the Rena, but
they'll have some really good plays and also make some really good moves. But right now, it looks like Tech Genius is another one. That's actually
a little bit back and also waits a loss of time. But Nate Boy gets the first kill. Will all
revive onto Phoenix, but never mind. There's no time. It's DJ. That's a well ready round for him. He gets the
losing that rifle. That's going to be a very important one. That's definitely lost. Church coming into play. Push will get that kill, but kill. Kyle will get one. Kyle will get 2.
And looking at the plays right now, I don't think there's any way that they can actually do it. Yeah, I mean, Rasmalai is gonna get caught.
Technically a genius, but that will get destroyed immediately from the Hunter's Fury. The same Hunter's Fury gets used from TJ and also gets a kill. Make it a second kill.
Yeah, I mean, the other three itself, Tech Genius was actually.
Let's see how it works out.
30 seconds.
How are you turning this around, TJ? His life in the meantime. Viper. Oh my god, misses with a crosshair and then.
Going now. The position there, but Rosie gets. Look at how this goes.
Nightmare is over indeed. As he picks one, he's gonna there, but he will be able to get an operator kill. Maybe no, he gets flashed there. He's trying to run for his life, and run and gun from Levy is not working. His is wing too high there with the right click. Harry will land it as well as his. But this time, nobody contesting it. They're playing smart. They're a little bit slow, but look at this. They're not anticipating a backstab. Dark gets one, Dark gets 2, and there right now is 9 rounds down. They need to look for the third round because being highly defense favored map, they can do something on the half. But Dark is saying no. Dark is going for one. Just random space across, a lot of bodies going down and Jet right to where the player will be coming from. One gets spotted, a shot is going to showers, but there's a great dink, takes out Spooky, and look at him pushing to CT, the confidence. She will get one and all up with the Jet who's on seat.
Right behind Dream. Maybe even knife, never mind. He acts first in a 2 versus 4 situation. He can get one. Yep, he's good for another one if you ask me. That's it's all gonna be on the timing. Gets another one. He's gonna go into Neuro Surprises with.
So look at them, that's going to be Devil taking one down, but CC is surviving, CC was on the
Him integrated with the silent space. He's gonna push away Owen from his position. He's actually challenging. He's gonna go down. That's all the timings right there. He's will be using the concussion right. Down with another beautiful shot on the tip. Sorry, right there. Once again, great this will he might just get the ball. He gets a lot of damage on the field. He's gonna heal himself. Darkness not gonna stop. He's on for the ace once again. You'll hear, oh no, it's all. That's really unfortunate. That is no, but Russ when I did that. Oh, he gets another one as well. That's himself in a 2 versus 3 situation here. 40 seconds on the clock, and Reina will actually go down here. Yep.
side of attack was on this retake in defense.
Right now, there's no time, but they kind of did pull it back to a 2 versus 2. And now
The side of defenders, they're unable to hold the side, they're unable to hold the push. And look at this, Legendary already got it, getting one. So no, he's not, it's going to be Legendary. Nonetheless, gets 2 there. He says, that's okay, Reina, you stole my kill. Legendary 3. As Legendary is very soon going to get the 4th kill. He sees the Reina, but
they'll have some really good plays and also make some really good moves. But right now, it looks like Tech Genius is the other one. It's actually
a little bit back and also waits a lot of time. But Nate Boy gets the first kill. Will not
revive on to Phoenix, but never mind. There's no time. It's DJ, doesn't know. Well, ready, round for him. He gets the
losing that right foot, that's going to be a very important one. And referee lost. Church coming into play. Push will get that kill, but kill. Kyle will get one. Kyle will get 2.
And looking at the place right now, I don't think there's any way that they can actually do it. But yeah, I mean, Rasmalai, he's gonna get caught.
Of technical geniuses, but that will get destroyed immediately from the Hunter's Fury. The same Hunter's Fury gets used from TJ and also gets a kill. Make it a second kill.
Yeah, I mean, the 100 on the side of Tech Genius is actually
smart. I mean, they can still pull it off, right? I mean, both Ohm and that Irta team again, but now in the 2 versus 4, let's see how it works out.
30 seconds.
How are you turning this around, TJ? Right in the meantime, Viper. Oh my god, this is with the crosshair and it.
right now. They should have a routine.
Right player is over indeed. As he picks one, he's not there. But he will be able to get an operator kill. Maybe no, he gets flashed there. He's trying to run for his life. And run and gun from Levi is not working. This is being too high there with the right click. Harry will at it as well as his. Okay, for this time, nobody contesting it. They're playing smart. They're a little bit slow. But look at this. They're not anticipating a backstab. Dark gets 1, Dark gets 2. And there, right now, the 9 rounds down. They need to look for the 3rd round because being highly defensive enough, they can do something on the half. But Dark is saying no. Dark is going for 1. Just random space across, a lot of bodies going down and Jet right from where the players will be coming from. One gets spotted, a day shot, he's going to showers, but there's a great ding, takes out Spooky, and look at him pushing to CT, the confidence. He will get one and it's all up with the Jet who's on seat.
Right behind Dream. Maybe even knife, never mind. He acts first in a 2 versus 4 situation. He can get one. Yep, CC is good for another one if you ask me. That's all gonna be on the timing. That's another one. He's gonna go into Neuro Surprises with.
So look at them, that's going to be Devil taking one down, but CC is surviving, CC was on.
He's integrated with the side of the space. He's gonna push away Owen from his position. He's actually challenging. He's gonna go down. That's all the timing. swap. He's on for the ace once again over here. Oh no, that's really unfortunate. That is weaknesses as well. But Rushmore, I did manage to get the kill on the legendary there. That was a beautiful play coming in from him. Oh, we get another one as well. That looks like a two situation here. 40 seconds on the clock, and Reyna will actually go down here. Yep.
Side of attackers on this retake in defense.
Right now, there's no time, but they kind of did go back towards this too.
The side of defenders, they're unable to hold the side, they're unable to hold the push. Look at this legendary already got getting on. No, he's not with legendary. Nonetheless, gets two there. He says that's okay. Reyna, you stole my kill. Legendary 3 as legendary is very soon going to get the fourth kill. He sees the Reyna, but
He'll have some really good plays and also make really good moves. But right now, it looks like Geniuses are the ones. That's actually
input back and also waits a lot of time. But Nate Boy gets the first kill.
revive on to Phoenix, but never mind. There's no time. It's DJ as well. Well, very round for him. He gets
Losing that rifle, that's going to be a very important one as weaponry lost. Judge coming into play, Push will get that kill, but kill. Kyle will get one, Kyle will get two.
and looking at the plays right now, I don't think there's any way that they can act.
Welcome back everybody to good game 1 College Esports Championship. And with 3 matches done, we are heading into the 4th match. And yes, it was quite a bit of a wait, but always good things come in time, and that's where we are heading to the last match of the day. Icebox SRM Sonpet Blitz versus AIT Star Blazers. What are your thoughts before we head into this map edge?
I mean, it's on Icebox, so yeah, I'm kind of excited, looking forward to this. Once again, I mean, we did see an Icebox just now, and we see it was completely dominant game 30-1, but at the same time, these both teams have did a really good job last time, so them going head-to-head against each other on the map of Icebox, endless possibilities. And talking about endless possibilities and endless, combos, combinations with the agent lineup as well. So let's just jump right into that. It's gonna be AIT Star Blazers on the side of attackers, and on the side of defenders, we have SRM Sonipad Blitz. So we do see a Jet insta-logged, Sova insta-picked as well. But ooh, look at this. We were talking about colorless YT, and there he is, Lucy. SRM Sonipad Blitz, that's the team that he's in.
Yeah, but look at his soft pick coming in. He's gone in for a raise, and again, teasing with the Euro. Please, if you are going to tease, make sure you click that. I'm pretty sure the chat is also going crazy. They want to see somebody pull off a Euro, but I don't think that's there for our wishes to get it on. Maybe if there was a genie, I would have asked one of those 3 wishes to be a Euro in one of the matches that we see. But nonetheless, picks are coming through from all the teams. It's going to be SRM Sonpad Blitz with Jet, Killjoy, Sova,
Choose your agent.
Sage and Viper. On the other end, 80 Star Blazers still thinking about it.
Ooh, oh my god. Is he AFK there? The player, never mind, he's back. He's off with Brayman. He's actually going to log it in as well. And now Reyna, Jet, Sage, Brim, Sova versus Jet, KJ, Sova, Sage, and Viper. Just taking a look at the picks, I think SRM Sonipad Blitz has the advantage, maybe a slight edge over the side of AIT Star Blazers just because of the picks and also the Viper. I'm pretty sure it's going to play a crucial role. And KJ, man, that KJ's turret is absolutely, dominant on Icebox, I would say. Not as much as on the map of Bind, but yeah, even on Icebox, that turret can actually be used and placed in a lot of cheeky angles on the defense side.
I agree with you. I mean, Killjoy is going to play a real crucial part. I mean, they have people used it in terms of denying the plant. They've managed to use it also to deny the push coming in from the side of attacker. So it will play a crucial role. But I was just again heading back to the statistics. I was checking in how the match has been between these two teams with the different matches that have been. AIT again have not had a great day, as we talked about in the first match. RV did not have a great time in their first match. So this is again AIT Star Blazers. I'm looking forward to if they've reworked on what they've done previously and bring something better here. But we know that Sonpad Blitz are a really strong team that they're competing with. And look at this, Colorless is going for aggressive peak along with his toxic screen. He gets up the ult top and is pushing in.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Colorless YT, he just pushes and just he lands a headshot onto Brim. Oh my god, they didn't get the information. There's a lot of miscommunication happening here. Colorless YT gets tricked tripled it just like that, and Homie with actually it's gonna be Colorless with the fourth. Homie finishes off Brim, who was actually dinged by Colorless YT. But what happened? I mean, it was a flawless run coming in from SRM, but I think Colorless YT was spotted by Brim. Did he not give the information? Was the information not being relayed? If that's the case, guys, you need to work on the information. I mean, that was the communication. I mean, that was just awkward to watch. And that's something that should not happen.
Exactly. I mean, you saw the Sage was healing herself. She came back to safety, but as you mentioned, I think the call out was missing there. Very unfortunate. But there's going to be a couple of force buys coming in. No, AIT, not this round. You have gone in for a safe and force, and if you don't manage to convert, it's going to hurt really bad. Again, Colorless starts with an alt topic.
Spike down A.
Ooh, once again, Colorless getting the kill on solo, no, just like that. Did he just bait his teammate? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore what I just saw, and I'm just gonna assume that Brim is a new player to the game. But yeah, that should not have happened. And Brim, I mean, he did get the trade on the Colorless, so it's okay, at least for now. AIT Stabilizers, three players still alive, but Jet is really low, so that is a disadvantage. But look at this Jet's position. He's walking right behind Sage. It's gonna be Reyna actually getting the kill onto him.
Sage was looking at not the right angle and not even clearing kitchen before that. Very unfortunate, but Razor Eyes spots those
Last
people, and this is
player
the caller that we are talking about. But Razor Eyes will be taken down along with one more. Jet picks up one more, and somehow this round goes away from the side of Blitz. I'm not sure what happened there. Colorless went and might have gotten a kill on Sharif as well, but does not check that corner. Sharif sits there for a long time. I think maybe we felt that it was him baiting the teammate. Maybe he was trigger discipline. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he was on a trigger discipline there, and he wanted to see a couple of more people.
Maybe that, and maybe he was just smoking. You know, you have that thing out. Yeah, that kind of delays. You know, pulling out your weapon. So that might be another possibility. But with that being said, that was a beautiful round pulling back into the favor of Star Blazers. And now the score ends 1-1, and now the side of SRM are forced into an eco as a pistol upgrade by coming in. Sheriff is gonna just stand in the smoke. Ooh, Colorless YT is in a really good position, missing a few shots, landing one onto Jet, who's gonna get instantly healed by Sage there. Not actually, okay, he's not gonna get healed just yet. He's waiting for it. But AID Star Blazers, they have a really good chance of winning this round and pulling it back into their favor. Like, you know, they have the lead early into the game. That's something every team wants.
Spike down A.
This is not looking great. I mean, the utility usage at B was not in terms of advantage. It was hitting them bad. And look at this. What? Right click connect to the head coming in from blank. And look at them. So many people running around left and right. They're trying to dodge it and they will manage to get a kill. But Sheriff on a backstab, whose position is known and compromised. They pick him out and it's all up to Tahanos to bring things back. This was a round that they should have pulled off. Then it would have been a bonus that they could have walked away with. All of a sudden, completely crumbled. And as I mentioned, the utility usage at B, not good at all. I mean, might be wrong, but it was Edge. You be the decider right here, because the first sky smoke coming through was to Garage. He was anticipating some kind of a push, but your only crosshair was enough. Next, he used his molly to clear the box of Elo, but he did not clear the edge of Elo. Rather, he just cleared behind Elo. That could again have been cleared with your crosshair or your teammates.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right about that. But first mistake that they did was actually sticking to the plant without clearing the site. That's basic game sense, and you cannot do that. Now look at this. The positions, Brim is kind of AFK, and that Sova dot was absolutely beautiful, revealing multiple players. I think it revealed 3 there. Reyna and Brim being the only players not being detected, but at the same time, it's a weird buy coming in from the side of AIT Star Blazers. Sage was actually asking for the Spectre, and he is being dropped. You know, I mean, all his teammates have actually invested in the round as well, but I think Sage has no money. That's exactly why he was asking for the Spectre. And no, that's not what was supposed to happen there. Colorless YT almost got taken down by the Spectre. Does manage to take out the kill onto the Sage there.
Jet was at a really good position. I'm not sure why he dropped down, but look at Vibe. He's just holding the healing orb and nothing else. Not even a gun to fight with, but will deliver that heal to his teammate. But right now, Colorless YT is looking really strong for his team. He's picked off one. He's again going in for a peek at B main. He might be able to find one, but Sova is going back and not taking that fight up.
Sova, he's not gonna re-peek, but if you don't re-peek, we will. That's what the side of defenders say. And Blank can say Razor gets one for themselves. Vibe gets another one on the Sheriff, and now it's all on Thanos. Is it Hawaiian Thanos? You never know, because Blank just took him down as well. That's going to be the third round on the board for the side of SRM. And AIT Star Blazers, after that second round, which was the first round in their favor, they kind of started overestimating themselves, is what I would say. They kind of split up too much. I think that's exactly what the SRM is taking advantage of. They kind of understand that AIT is splitting a lot, and then SRM is just pushing them one by one, and that's they are winning the aim deals all too easy, to be honest.
I agree with you. Right now, Blitz have better MDLs compared to Star Blazers, but with the operator coming in from Homie, this is going to be a huge investment and a really good pick coming in. Look at that. He just flicks the slightest inch, gets that pick, and he's going in for the right next pick. Rafters, if Red Devil goes in for a pick, he might be taken out. Very unfortunate, loses HP to her drop there.
Oh no, that's gonna hurt, but it's not much HP. And, it always hurts. You never know how many. I mean, you kind of survive with 1 HP as well, and that turret actually gonna spot out, and that's exactly what I was talking about. That turret being placed in really good angles, and now look at this. Colorless YD almost going down. If he just gets sprayed here, he might actually go down as well. It's gonna be Reyna walking right into the crosshair of Viper. Gets one. The recon instantly destroyed. Now Sova is just outside the Viper's ultimate, Viper's pit. That is. He's out in the open. He might just get taken down by Homie. Yep, see you later. Thanos is what Jet says. That's going to be the fourth round on the board for the side of SRM Soneput Blitz.
Once the side of Soneput Blitz have got the read from their opponent that they have better aim duels, they're not fearing for a battle. And they're just pushing in. You see, Colorless YT had no right to push there. He was alone. He had no support right behind him to trade things off. But still goes in, gets that pick off, and is still looking for that angle. He's still holding LO box strong for himself.
Oof. Yep, SRM. They are doing a really good job with these positions. And look at this Colorless YT. That's a beautiful wall at the same time. The cheeky position coming in from him. Oh no, that wall. The positioning from Colorless YT Lucy is just too good.
Dead fool.
Oh no.
What?
Red Devil.
Again! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Colorless, you were just a little bit too more hungry. I mean, you went for the hunt. You did not have to. You got a free kill on somebody who was picking up a hunt. Alt op. Okay, I'm having a laugh right now because that kill. Okay, there's nothing to comment about it. But right now, Vibe and Homie are vibing.
Yep, Homie is vibing right now. Now that's gonna be a beautiful trap coming in. Oh, he misses a few plays, but it doesn't really matter. Once again, it's gonna be Vibe. That's gonna be having the back of Homie. Double for each. And Colorless YT, as you said, that was a freebie. They did give away a kill for free, but then he was a bit too greedy. He kind of tried to, bite more than he can chew, and that's exactly why he went down there. But it doesn't really matter, SRM. They're feeling themselves right now, and AIT Star Blazers, they kind of need to rethink their strats and come up with better executions.
AIT Star Blazers need something right now to come back. I mean, they're just going in for a fight rather than pushing the fight away. You saw even when they were about to go for a spike plant, they were trying to clear the site. I understand that's what you have to do. You cannot blindly go in for a spike plant. But before they could clear, they were going down. So that's going to be a read that they need to understand that the opponent is ready for picking. Their opponent is not giving them time for a spike plant. And if even they are giving, they're going in for a good retake. So right now there should be a different execution coming through, but Vibe on a mid peak will get one for his team.
Ooh. Colorless YT. He's on a roll, gets another kill on the Red Devil. Now 3 versus 5 situation here. And Stabilizers does have the orbital strike being used, but you know, it's put to waste right now. And Sova is actually down to really low points of health. Does manage to survive, so he's gonna get healed up by Sage if I'm not wrong. That shock dart, is it gonna deal any damage? And Sheriff is gonna walk right into the crosshairs, but what? Colorless, he did not see it? Maybe he was just a bit too focused on the other side of the map. But yeah, Thanos, he gets one before going down in the hands of Homie, top operator there.
It was difficult for him to see that, but Sharif used that Spectre outright. I mean, close range fight, that's what he wanted. Resurrection available from Ashish Doshi here. He needs to get one person on his feet, but there's nobody close to sight. Everybody from his team have gone down at mid, and that's not going to look great on this retake for them. And there is 3 people trying to push in. I guess Ashish Doshi knows one person's position. No, he's not. He was just trying to spam and try to push things out. But one person going down, that's Sharif. Ashish Doshi gets a kill. Ashish Doshi is the one person standing huge, but Homie staring down with a nozzle. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure that put chills down his spine, and Ashish Doshi goes down.
Yep, once again, SRM coming out on top. AIT Star Blazers not blazing up yet. Maybe they're just waiting to set fire. I mean, you know, set fire to the blaze. But right now, it looks like Blitz are the one that's absolutely on fire. 6-1 scoreline. 5-round lead on the side of defense on the map of Icebox. I mean, Icebox is considered an attacking favored map sometimes. You know, and with the lineup, I did kind of tell you already that, you know, having a Viper is pretty crucial on the map of Icebox, and SRM Sonapat is proving us why that is.
I agree with you. Viper is being used really well from the side of Blitz right now. But Star Blazers, again, even though the kitchen is blocked multiple times, they're still going in for a peek. Colorless again gets a little bit hungry, gets a kill, and gets immediately traded out by Ashish Doshi. Ashish right now has a resurrection. Gets his teammate back on his feet, but right now they need to look forward to converting the round. But Thanos goes down along with Ashish Doshi. It's walled. Why are you trying kitchen back to back? I'm not understanding this play coming in from the side of Star Blazers. They managed to get away from the crosshairs of the operator, but that's all they've done.
Yeah, I mean, Home is just hitting everything right now with the operator. Gets 3. Can we make that 4? Yes, he can. And now he's on for the ace, and I think he'll actually get it as well. Oh my god, he's right there! Can you, Homie? Yep, he's gonna get the ace. But oh my god, that was a skill. I mean, oh my god, Lucy. Sheriff, how did he miss that? And how did Jet miss that too? I mean, that was just awkward once again.
That's why you need to check the corners. You need to check every position. Just because you're on top does not mean everything under you is clear. But unfortunate for Sharif there. He had a pistol, did not hit headshots, and Spectre close range. He came on top. Homie just came on top, but Homie, man, as I said, they went out from his crosshairs from the operator. They came back in again. Not sure why.
Homie, man, he's just feeling himself. Yup, Homie. It did start again, as you said. Look at this. Oh my god. The movement. That Zed movement is absolutely beautiful. Completely destroying all the players onto the side of AIT Star Blazers. He does not care. Spectre, operator, doesn't really matter. All that matters is he wants to get the kills, finish this map ASAP. So Lucy, do you think it's another 13-1, or do you think we're gonna jinx it again?
We might be able to jinx it to a 13-2, but looking at the performance, maybe it might happen on the second half. But what is this play coming through? I mean, letting Jet compose herself on top and then scope in and get a kill. I'm not sure what the doppelganger over there managed to do. That should not have been allowed. This positioning Homie did, he has to recompose himself. He had to re-peek. He had to scope in again and then get a kill. And look at him again. He comes in, he gets a kill. There's a backstab happening, but nobody's reading it right. Two people have gone down, and after two people, they're reading it now. And still going in. It's going to be a third one, fourth one. Another ace
He's
coming
on
in
for
from
the
him
ace.
probably. What?
He's on for the ace. He might actually get that as well. No, once again, as he's behind you. Look.
No charges left.
Woo! That's a double ace. I mean, 3 rounds? Was that 3 rounds, right? Yeah, I think he got 3. Even the previous round, he did manage to get a 4K. So that's what, 14 kills in 3 rounds. That's absolutely insane. What a beautiful play coming in from Homie there. I mean, he's an absolute monster right now. He is on... What can I say? He's having an adrenaline rush right now, and you just cannot stop that, right? Already star blazers. Looks like they have no answers whatsoever to the plays of Sonapa Blitz. Or should I say the plays of Homie right now?
Yep, you can call it Homie's place, but Homie, every time he gets a 4K, he is not finding the 5th one easily. It's always that. Now look at this. Oh my god, very unfortunate. He does not updraft completely, I guess. I'm not sure how he got lost. He should have repositioned him properly. Nonetheless, Blank will get it back to a 4v4 situation. Takes one person on rafters. That's going to be a start for them to make a comeback again. Blitz, they don't care.
Blitz don't care indeed. Look at that different. Those kills are being, initiating the lockdown. So that kind of forces everyone back right now, right? And they're gonna walk right in the crosshair of Cardinals, but never mind, it's gonna be Kartik actually getting the kill on him. Now 3 versus 4 situation, 15 seconds on the clock, and a spike is actually making its way towards the side as well. That's low orb, might just delay the push just a bit, but it doesn't really matter because it's gonna be Vibe getting a beautiful headshot on the Red Devil.
The timing that Vibe peaks there, and look at the shot touch. Both of them connect, and Vibe will converting that to a kill, but Vibe will instantly delete it. That's a good headshot coming from Kartik. But Kartik is at a disadvantage. He's not great in terms of HP. The turret comes in, turret will be taken down immediately without giving a second. But right now they need to recover the spike and get the spike done. But look at 2 people holding the position. Razor Eyes gets one. Razor Eyes might be able to get one, but Tahanos converts it. But Blank says, Blank, you guys are, not us. And he is going to convert it double digits.
I see what he did there, Lucy, buddy. Yeah, SRM Sonapa Blitz on fire right now. 9-round lead, moving on into the final round of the first half. We're looking at a potential 11-1 score line, and if that is the case, I mean, it's already the double-digit score line. So where these star players, they're gonna feel the pressure right now because now they are 9 rounds behind. And they need every round hereafter, probably.
Every round right now. This is going to be the last round, but again, Homie, look at him. He's just going in. Ashish Doshi is ready for this peak, but he was not ready for the operator fight. He goes down. And Homie, this man is insane. The Rana is coming to him, but still, he just backs off a little bit, and he's still holding it strong.
Yeah, that flash was a good flash, but at the same time, Homie's game sense, he's on another level. And look at this, Red Devil is panicking. Ban's gonna take the advantage, gets a kill on Red Devil, who had the Empress on, so that's really unfortunate to see that. That's gonna be Orbital Strike once again being used. No real damage being dealt. Maybe a tag on Sova, that's about it. But Brim gets a kill on Dubai, and now Kartik gets a kill on the Blank, pulling it back to a 3 versus 3 Lucy.
Brings it back, but look at the operator staring right down in his face, but he'll manage to miss that shot. But Razor Eyes will convert on Sharif. Colorless is still alive. He's already used his ultimate at B long, but in the meantime, look at what is happening. The spike is making its way to mid and might be to B, but Homie is holding this strong. He might be able to pick that, and Pixels is all he asked for. Tahanos gets him, and it's all up to Jet. Jet has an ultimate to play with. Kartik was insane with his headshot, but there's too many people that he needs to worry about. Gets one, he needs to be worried about the second, but no, he's not going to do the follow-up. Razor Eyes will get him. His crosshair was just way too
Switching sides.
vertically. It was a little bit higher than you asked for. Not sure why, but that did not work out in his favor. Otherwise, I think he did have a good chance to convert it, but with 12 rounds done, the
Mm-hmm.
first round done and first half done and dusted, it's going to be splits high in terms of number of rounds and energy, and as well as trying to close this second half as well.
Yep, true that, Lucy. I mean, the way that they're playing right now, AIT Star Blazers have no answers, right? And 11 to 1 scoreline, 10 round lead for the side of Blitz. This match is pretty much over already, if you ask me. But it kind of still depends on the pistol round. If Star Blazers, I mean, taking a look at the gameplay, it does not look like they are on point with the aim and with the communication as well. So, if you're just taking a look, what is Sage doing over there? Why is he just staring at the? Oh, he's waiting for the recon. Okay, I thought he was actually just dancing balle balle over there. But no, that's not the case. He was waiting for the recon. And yeah, so if this round goes into favor of Star Blazers, we might be looking at a potential comeback. I would still say I would still support them. But yeah, apart from that, looks like Blitz are not gonna let that happen.
Why not dance? I mean, right now the victory that they're about to get, they can be more than happy about it. Look them, they've already taken down 2 people from the defensive half, and they're just looking for more. Homie is converting. Homie gets a second, and the backstab razor is. Why are you even watching that at this point? There's going to be a
Last player
turret there,
standing.
and that's way more than enough. Third one coming in for Homie, and there's no retake probability.
Homie, doesn't matter even if it's a pistol round, he still
Match point.
manages to get a 4K. And now already, Lucy, that's a pretty quick game. We're already on the match point. And yeah, I think 13-1 is what the scoreline is going to be. But you never know, because now it's going to be a force buy coming in from Star Blazers. It has to be a force buy. There's no other way around. They do not have any rounds in the bag. They cannot lose any more rounds, to be honest. If they want to take it to overtime, which is like what, 100 to 1 chance right now, but there's still a possibility, right? It's not over until it's over. It's not over until Blitz actually gets that 13th round secured.
You never give up. You just put all your will, and that's what we are rooting for. If Star Blazers try to make a comeback, I'm looking forward to it. But look at this. They're randomly running in, not checking corners. Red Devil will get the best of it. It's kind of baiting half information. The footsteps were given from the Jet, but Red Devil knew what was going to happen, and Red Devil converted on top of it. They are getting the spike down quickly, but the retake will just get a little bit difficult.
It's gonna be difficult to retake right now, and what was that shock that he kind of missed it out? Yeah, never mind. It's gonna be a 4 versus 4 retake situation. Still possible right now. That's swarm grenades. Please break them, Red Devil. Yep, he did break them. So now they're gonna be sticking that. But oh, Viper has lineups. Oh, never mind. Viper is just standing right there. Oh, let's get the kill. I think the spike is actually half defused, but never mind. That's not gonna matter anymore because it's all on Brim. And he's kind of AFK towards that mid area. So this is done and dusted here, fellas. Lucy, 13-1. Any final words before we end up?
Done and dusted is Blitz, and Saram Sonipats will be the victors. Razor Eyes, I saw what you did there. I'm not gonna comment on it. Yes, there'll be a quirky smile on my face, but no other reactions. But yes, Homie was insane. Look at him. 28 kills, 529 average combat score, econ rating 193. Like, how did you top everything? I mean, everybody, I'm pretty sure the production team, everybody from Good Game 1 right now are like, oh wait, we have to give all the prizes now? Is it Homie taking all of them? Please say somebody else is there. We have to give opportunity to others. I'm pretty sure everybody's having this kind of a thought because this man completely rocked 2 worlds right now. Destroyed AIT Star Blazers.
That he did. I mean, looking at the scoreboard alone, the way that he played, 28-5, a 5.5 KD, absolutely insane. 193 econ rating and the combat score of 529. That is something that's not easy to beat. With also 5 first blood, but at the same time, it's going to be colorless YT in second position. That's with 13 kills, 6 stats with a 2.1 KD, 5 first bloods to his name. Vibe has a really good econ rating as well. So basically, there's 3 people on the team with econ rating of about 100. But yeah, on the other hand, like you see, AIT Star Blazers looks like they were just having a really bad day. Tahano's actually sitting on 2 kills each. Red Devil being a Reina, only 4 kills. Really unfortunate. Sheriff, who was kind of playing weird. maybe not his best performances. Got himself only 5. And Karthik, he did try to put up a show, but at the same time, he was completely being shut down by Homie and Colorless YT. So that is just unfortunate. And Karthik, he is sitting on top of the scoreboard for his team with 8 kills. And yeah, as you said, Razor, we did see what he did at the end. Not going to talk about it. Just going to pretend nothing happened. So yeah, 4 games done. Lucy.
Beautiful, man. Sonpet Blitz right now after that performance, I'm awestruck right now. There's only a couple of times that can be done, but that kind of a performance that they managed to put is really, really good. Razor Eyes did not have great in terms of the number of kills, but if you saw the scoreboard, his assists were 12. Again, initiator and Sova's job is managing to assist your teammate. He did that really well. But on the other end, as we talked about it, Star Blazers was not looking good, and Karthik, yep, his aim was really crisp, but he did not have a lot of assistance from his team. Very unfortunate to see that, because there was one star player who could have popped off really good from his team, but not having his team let him do that is just really, really sad. But maybe something to learn about how things will turn about. Maybe Karthik manages to tune and also trim his team to a better fighting position in the later matches that they have. But before we end, after the 4 matches, Edge, how are you feeling? We started with how are you feeling before when the match day starts, but how are you feeling now?
Oh man, we did see some really close action. I mean, it was intense, but at the same time, it was kind of it was all one-sided, right? Especially on the map of Icebox. Both the Iceboxes, I think it ended up being 13-1 and 13-1. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but at the same time, I'm happy we got to see Icebox and not just Ascent. So overall, really good performances from all the 8 teams who have actually played today. And I think they have learned few lessons, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna look back to what they did wrong and come back even stronger in further games.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, today we did get to see different maps. We did get to see repetitive teams coming through who have played earlier and also put up a dominant performance previous time, who went down in an opposite fashion today. So as Edge mentioned, there's a lot of learning for a couple of teams to do. 4 teams came out as victors today, a lot more to go, but this will be the end of day 7. We will be catching you back on day 8. Until then, this will be me, Lucifer, along with Edge, signing out for the day. We'll be catching you guys again soon, but until then, good night, take care, stay safe, bye bye.
Good night.